No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.
Yes, just watched Arsenal beat Everton in last minute. That young lad Max Darman or whatever got open goal, didn't he? I think they're going to win league, boys, and it's time to accept it. Unfortunately, I can't stand them. And Victor Gyökeres, that goal celebration gets worse and worse every single time I see it. It's so bad. Yes, Luke, what's good, my man? Yes, RPM, what's good? It's so bad. Is that celebration? I can't stand it. Yes, Brett, my old mucker. Yes, Mingy. Yes, Martin J. Cook, what's good? Waiting for Gabbo became waiting for Jacko. What's Gabot? Gadot? I thought that was that chick. Ooh, Guan. What's good, Iceman? Yes, Tim Flowers. What you saying? Yeah, I just watched Arsenal do Everton. A couple of things I want to talk about, and then we're going to do the watch along for Man City and West Ham. Obviously, it's a double whammy. City game became a must win. 78 RPM. I bet on Everton second time I've lost on Arsenal this week. Yeah, I know that. Did you see the penalty shout that where everybody was saying that they thought it should be a penalty? We've not introduced a badger, have we? Get that badger. In and on and over here. Smash a like for the badger, boys. If we don't get this video to 100 likes today, I'm shutting it down. Shutting it down, not even joking. Yes, Solanum. Yeah, did you see the penalty shout that they're all going crazy about at Arsenal again? And I think we're at Jamie Redknapp and Sturridge, maybe. And they were saying that it was a pen. And I just thought that is never in a million years a pen to me. That it's gone so soft. The game, like it's gone to a point where any touch from anybody is a penalty, innit, or a free kick. I thought ref actually got it right for once. It's all getting the love. I don't know what Godot is though, J Cook Martin, but I appreciate you calling me a numpty anyway. Regardless, you get done for that. It's a hate crime calling me a numpty. 101 Art Club. Yes, what's good? I'm convinced we're staying up with Daniel Farke leading the way. Come on, Leeds. There's a couple of things I want to talk about. There's been A up Dazzler 15, A up Jack. Yeet up. Where's the badger? No room for cockwombles here, fella, and you know it, Dazzler 15. They're going down, aren't they? We need to get our job done tomorrow, and then we can focus on Tottenham losing every game to end the season. Not win a game. What if not winning a game in 2026 and then get them gone? Be piss funny. Yes, War Piglet. What's good? Numpty. There's been some ridiculous calls for Peru Parisley to start tomorrow. Like, does he deserve a chance, Styley? And that's a mad one to me. We'll pull it up. I know Ayo's not here, I don't think, but does Peru deserve a start? I think at this point of the season, for me, no would be my. That's my synopsis. That's my one word answer. Absolutely not is my 2-word answer. I really like Peru, and we're mint for us in Championship, but we're at a stage now where we've got to be extremely hopeful that DCL's available. It's interesting to know if Farke. I think it was DCL posted on his Twitter, or it got reshared, or from his Instagram or something. That he's back in training and stuff. So he did this last time, didn't he? When he said he had a bit of a pull. And then he was stretching in the, like suggesting that he's ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So, and Calvert-Lewin won't want to be missing any games, that is for sure. And tomorrow we're really going to need big man up top, aren't we? I'm waiting for Godot, the two main characters, Vladimir Didi and Gogo. Spend their days waiting for someone named Gobot, who they believe will provide them with salvation. That is sensational stuff, Martin J. Cook, but I do not have a clue what any of that's about. But I'm here for it, Martin J. Cook. It's all good stuff, and you know it. Yes, Luke, City have to win, but I bet West Spam turn up. I think Man City will do them today, and I'm obviously hopeful both for the title race because it's still, Arsenal I still believe will drop some points at some point. But Man City need to be, nigh on perfect now. Well, they have to be perfect, don't they, now going forward? Need 9 results, 3 points, really. Do we think, yes, Dazzler 15? Well, this is another topic of discussion because I saw on Twitter today, again, it's probably just rumours and nonsense, but, you never know, do you, with stuff. Sometimes there's elements of truth to it, isn't there? But that they're not going to be renewing Cornetto's contract, but I don't really know why they would anyway, really. If he's not, I don't know why we'd be worried about whether or not we, what am I trying to say here? Why would there be even ongoing discussions about whether or not they're renewing his loan? Farke's got to be surely just focusing on the Premier League this season. I don't think, obviously behind closed doors, I'm sure the club are looking at players that they might want and stuff for the oncoming season. But they're not going to, if Cornetto's in the building now, they're not going to be worried about him right now, are they? They're probably talking to Brighton. They'd probably have to give updates on how he's getting on and, all the rest of it, or why he's not playing or whatever, I don't know. But I don't blame Farke. Do we think that Cornetto's lack of physicality for a Farke team seems like a player, but not sure he's got the tank for a high output game? He did all right at Leicester, didn't he? But they was obviously shit. And if you're moulding your team around a player, which ultimately they did because they were poor, you're gonna get more out of like your flair players, aren't you? Whereas we're quite a strong side, so and we do have attacking threats, but it's all quite central, isn't it, with us? Apart from obviously like Goodmanson and Bogle, but I just mean central in terms of our attackers are central. If it's Stack, if it's Aronson, if it's DCL, if it's Metcher, they stay up top, don't they? So one thing I'd mention about Calvert-Lewin as well, he's stopped going wide at all now. Do you remember like a few months ago, he'd sort of like nudge it round a player and he'd get him behind, he'd break on teams and try to go down wing. He's sort of stopped doing that recently, but he hasn't had much joy, has he, to be fair, DCL? He hasn't had many opportunities and stuff, so it's all welcome, Ming, and you know it. Doesn't matter what it is. Getting fed up with the Farke out under the current and on some other channels. Joe was right. Some are, but don't have the balls to say, yes, 78 RPM. This has been going on since the Championship. So the Farke out is total tosh, says Ming. Yeah, it's madness. I think it's a massive, massive day tomorrow, that being said, for Farke. And that's from a place I love. Dr. Farke, if you're watching, which I know you're obviously not, you're quite busy. But, again, there's been a few ball bags on Twitter, sort of, Voldemort said, I genuinely don't, I try not look, but it pops up, I get peppered with it. What did he put? Quite a passive-aggressive statement, I believe, 9 defenders at home, and they've only scored 10 goals in 2026. This is in reference to Sunderland, because Sunderland obviously got beat today by Brighton 1-0, which is very, very losable, isn't it, Brighton? They are a decent side. We're at Brighton, or we're at Brentford, to be fair. Yeah, we're Brighton, yeah. So in capitals, it says, again, less caution and reserved tomorrow, please. DF. So obviously Daniel Farke, I can't say his full name for some reason, but it's the again in capital letters, like, you listen to me! Listen to me! Like, no, man, he's not going to listen to you. It's not 9 defenders at home either, is it? You all wanted 5 at the back. I'm up for 5 at the back. If you're playing 5 at the back, you're going to stay out with 5 defenders, aren't you? And let's have it right. When Rodon plays, he allows Rodon to get forward. When James Justin plays, he allows James Justin to get forward. Bogle and Goodmanson, is anybody saying that they don't get forward? Because they do. Ampadu is a defensive midfielder. What do you want me to do about it? Gruev is the player in contention for everybody saying that it's... So where's this 9 defenders? Is Gruev a defender now? Not a defender. It's not 9 defenders at home. If you're going to be honest, just say, because if you swap Gruev out for Tanaka, Voldemort's happy then, isn't he? That's all it takes. You just need Gruev out, and then suddenly it's not 9 defenders, is it? It's 8 and Purdue. I mean, where is the 9? So you've got the 5, obviously the 5 at the back, the defenders, and Purdue 6. Gruev's not a defender. Stack's not a defender. Aronson's not a defender. DCL's not a defender. And unless he's mentioning, Darlow or Perry as a defender, because they're not, but they are essential. So I think if we're counting a sort of 11-man squad in terms of defensive players, I think we can keep the keeper out of it. So if we're adding him into the defenders, then you're living in cloud cuckoo land, mate, because you're going to have to put a keeper in. We're all, I would pull it up, but I'm not sure we have to pull that up. But it's just that passive-aggressive all the time. Like, why are we telling Dr. Farke off all the time? Why can't we just get behind the side? Again, less cautious and reserved tomorrow, please, Daniel Farke. It's like, what the fuck are you on about? It's like, please, like I'm pleading with you, roly-poly Paul giving it the fucking big one and saying, what did he say? Months ago, he said he's finally learning. He started to listen now and all this. Like, what are you talking about, Roly? He's not listening to you. The bloke's a G, whether you like him or not. Genuinely, you can't argue that he's an excellent. His football knowledge is excellent, whether or not you're on board with it or not. You can dislike him, but to suggest any of us lot, no, even you couldn't suck on his teat. You couldn't lace the bloke's boots, as they say. So they'd have a wet fart, wouldn't they, if they met him? They'd shit the pants. They'd be rolling around on the floor trying to get their belly rubbed. There's not a single Farke outer that won't chew him off, is my point. They all just leech in and on and over here, don't they? And we're not here to do that over here. Don't do any of that. When the time's right to have a piss and a moan, we have a piss and a moan, don't we? After games, we might have a bit of a piss and a moan. I've been mad and angry and sad and down and the whole job lot. Last season even, when I thought we'd fucked it up and, it turns out we hadn't. So, before games, surely rather than telling Dr. Farke off, because again as well, if he does go like insanely attackive tomorrow, which he will, and I don't want him to, I want us to make sure that we're stable. Don't just want this, less 9 defenders. Stupid idiot, man. He is now just injury back up, just like Peru. Yeah. He's sitting on bench for the rest of the season at best. I do not know this Gordo. I don't know how to even say it. I give up, but I hope that Man City are more persistent than me. Yes, indeed, Martin J. Cook. Never give up on me, though, brother. Please hang on in there with me. And Bornau, yeah, but Bornau wasn't playing, was he? What was the Sunderland Leeds? He's on about when we played them and the beat us 1-0. Let's have a look at the lineup. So Darlow, again, we can't count Darlow. Rodon, Struitt, Justin. Justin, I'd argue, is an attacking centre-back. He's a right-back, isn't he? So he's not like be-all. So, but again, I'll grant him it, he's a defender. So that's 3. Bogle and Goodmanson, who are certainly, like I've just said, attacking, that's 5. And Purdue, I will grant you, but we signed him as a central midfielder, and he has played in central midfield as often as he possibly can for us. Obviously, in the Championship at times, we needed him to play centre-back, and I thought him and Rodon was actually the best partnership because we had a lot of the ball. So really, as a centre-back, he was more of a holding midfielder anyway. Just obviously when we didn't have the ball, he played centre-back. But in terms of getting forward, he were, around edge at box half at time. So that's 6. Gruev, if you don't like him, that's fine. He's defensive, but he's not a defender. So that's not 1. Stack, attackive. Aronson, attackive, but works hard. Don't know whether he's classing Aronson as a defender, maybe. And Calvert-Lewin, maybe he classes Calvert-Lewin as a defender because he's good in air. And he tracks back. Maybe he's a defender as well. Maybe I don't know what defenders are. Maybe I don't know who to defend and when not to defend. Maybe I don't really care about the starting lineup. Maybe I just support the team. Get behind the team and go turn up. And when they don't turn up, I'll piss and moan. But let's have it right. For the majority of the season, they've turned up. Come on, boys. It's big tomorrow. Jack, if we lose tomorrow in Brentford, he should be sacked, unfortunately. Where is the line, mate? We can't just keep losing. What is it, 9 games left we have to fight now or sack him? Bring Poch or Dyche. You'd bring Dyche in, would you, JB Leeds? Do you seriously think Pochettino wants to come to Leeds United if we're sacking Farke in the next 2 games? Do you honestly believe Peru don't start a chance, 31 votes, 60% saying no? You can't actually believe Poch would be anywhere near signing for Leeds United in an alleged relegation battle. Stay loose, JB Leeds. We're here for therapy. Don't be going elsewhere for your therapy, roly polies. Get some jam roly poly down, you lad, and chill. Keep it. We're living in Chillville over here. Yes, Lukey boy. 49 has said Farke is here till at least the end of the season. Farke is here till the end of the season. We've all got to get over it. We've got to get on with it. And this idea, JB, that you say like we keep losing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's fair on us, really. You know, I know we've lost the last 2 games, but we did know we was going to go games. We did think this had happened. Truth be told, we thought it. If we're honest with each other, we thought we'd be getting beat a lot more than we have done, haven't we? We've been beat to Sunderland and Man City. They're the last 2 games. Man City, you'd have never expected to win. Sunderland, everybody was sucking off 2 months ago, and now we're all saying that we should be beating them. Aston Villa we drew with. Chelsea we drew with. Notts Forest we beat convincingly. Arsenal beat us. Arsenal top at league. Everton we drew with. Fulham we beat. Derby we beat, but we're not counting that. We got beaten a real blockbuster to Newcastle. We drew with Man United. We drew with Liverpool. We drew with Sunderland. We beat Crystal Palace. We drew with Brentford. We drew with Liverpool. We beat Chelsea. We've got beat to Man City. That's going back to November, and I could keep going. So the idea that we keep losing it's slightly skewed, isn't it? It's slightly anti-Farke. It's not quite. What's the phrase? You can't see the weeds for the bush or whatever the fucking thing is. You know, you gotta widen your horizons. You got to see through the other end of medicine needle, haven't you? This is the type of medicine you can't squeeze through a needle. JB Leeds. Apparently, Brighton manager has backed Farke and hinted a lack of training effort is why they have him out on loan. Understood, 78 RPM. Farke has mentioned it, hasn't he, a few times about, you know... who cares, really, about what Cornetto's doing? Because ultimately, like I say, the focus is just to stay in the Premier League now, isn't it? Nine cup finals coming up. Do well in them 9 games. Who cares about Cornetto? I think we get a little bit, as a fan base in general, and I say I'm capable of it. I'm actually not. But we become like fans of certain players, don't we? Or just, you know, the fact that Farke plays 9 defenders in people's eyes, and then people believe that. People buy that balls. Jack, let's see if 78 RPM has the same after the next 2 losses. Why do you think we'll lose twice, JB? Because you've already signed in, haven't you, to losing twice? Luke, that will relegate us if that's the case. Okay. I mean, he's really not shown anything. He's not shown any level of relegation for the Farke. So I can't believe we're on about Farke. I thought, you know, well, I can, because, you know, the title is it make or break for Daniel Farke, but it's just clickbait, isn't it? Voldemort is nowhere near the worst of them, and that's saying something, says 78 RPM. Fucking hell, it certainly is RPM, it certainly is. It's a brilliant play from the man himself, S. Beckett. Pass, 101. His job was to keep us up. If he does that, I'm happy. And he's showing every single sign he's saying that we are staying up. Tomorrow is massive. I actually think if we win tomorrow, I think we do stay up. I think it's literally that big. I'm hoping, obviously, Man City put West Ham to the sword, which we're going to start watching in 10 minutes. And then Tottenham have got Liverpool, I believe. We did it all the other day, didn't we? Let's have a look. Tottenham have got Liverpool. Forest have got Fulham, which is, you know, winnable. They've got them at home. West Ham have got Man City, Villa, us in quarterfinals, then Wolves, which is obviously a winnable game. Forest have got Fulham, Spurs, and Villa. You know, be interesting to know. By the time we get this week out, we will know whether we can afford to let Spurs lose or not in that. Because you don't want really Forest winning. You don't want anybody catching us just for the sake of sending Spurs down. But Spurs get beat tomorrow. They've got Liverpool. Then they've got a second leg to Madrid, but they're out with that already. Obviously Forest at home, then Sunderland away. We've got Palace, Brentford, West Ham in quarters, and then Man United. Man United. Just remember, people like Voldemort and the others only have platforms by people like you lot subscribing. Well, it works, Brett. It does. Feed the goat and he will score. So, they just struggle to have their own opinion on something, I think, or actually just willing to make themselves look a bit daft and go, well, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me, really, because I genuinely don't. So I just say whatever I think, and then people come on and go, you sound like a right arrogant bastard. I'm like, well, no, it is the channel. I'm just chatting shit out, literal shit half the time. But yeah, it's just what you'll find is if you go through the comment section of Reddit, or if you go through a comment section on a YouTube channel or on Twitter, and then you regurgitate all the talking points and the big hits, So if you go on it's so easy to do. You go on Twitter and you look at the highest viewed thing. So whatever Leeds fan is moaning about, it gets crazy traction. If I tweeted now, I love Leeds United, it'd get nothing. If I tweeted Daniel Farke's a wanker, it'd probably get 50,000 views. I'm unwilling to do that, even as a test run, and also I don't want it to fail me. So I don't want to expose myself both sexually and not. But then you just regurgitate them things that are clearly like pressing on people or engaging to people, and they just do that. They just talk. They just say the talking points of everybody on Twitter or, like I say, on Reddit. And they garner this relationship with these gimps that all hate the club. So it's a weird one. It's a wild world we live in. Let's see if you feel the same after the next two losses. See, JB, we haven't lost yet, mate. I don't think Parag needs to step in just yet, says Andrew Thompson. Always remember, Andrew Thompson, there is a chance. There is, if it gets tough, Parag might have to step in, and he'll be waiting for Voldemort's word, and then he'll step in. Voldemort is a major tithead, says Martin J. Cook. Well, Harry Potter agrees with you, brother. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Martin J. Cook. JB Leeds ain't my team, but I also want my manager gone. Brett's a ruthless one as well, JB. He's weird. Luke, and if we go down with Farke, we'll get us back up because he's a top championship manager, so win-win for the 49ers. Luke, that will not be liked by JB Leeds. Truth be told, though, Luke, as much as I'm on board with you, my G, I'm going to start saying my G now, by the way. That won't be the case. If he goes down, he'll go because they're not going to. You've got to have a plan to keep your manager in Premier League, haven't you? So I don't think they'd keep him. I think they'd have to move on and they'd have to say, look, you've failed, basically. We can't go down with him. I would genuinely, just on the basis that he, like you say, he'd get us up, but they'd have to move on. I'd be one of the only ones that won't begrudge just sort of sticking with him, thinking, well, he'll get us out, but we'd have to move on. And I would be on board with that. I do think the job has failed if we go down, but I really don't think we will. So let's at least play the games before we start saying we're going down, because we're not in a position to go down. 38-41 in room, guys. 25 likes. Let's get them likes bumped up so Voldemort doesn't laugh at my algorithm. Howard Bowden, yes, what's good? Pep went very attacking at Real Madrid last week. Did it work? Did they score lots of goals? They needed more defenders on the pitch, didn't they, Howard? I mean, that was a crazy game. Real Madrid are unlike any club I've ever seen, I think. Like, genuinely, they what they do in the Champions League on a regular basis, they have not. And I don't mean this disrespectfully, because obviously, like, they are world class footballers and they're so relaxed and they never get in a frenzy or panic, at all ever. But for what's called Valverde or whatever to get a hat trick, he's not scored in Champions League all year, and then gets a hat trick in a game. It's just like the one or two players just turn it on for him every time. But on the overlap, sorry, not the underlap, that's mine. On the overlap, they were talking to Gareth Bale, and he were on about how they couldn't give a shit about the league. You know, it's obviously not that well contested, the league, and it's either them or Barcelona predominantly that win it. So they really, really focus on the Champions League. Everything is geared up for them to win the Champions League, and they're unbelievable at it, aren't they? You know, I mean, Man City are all but out now because they just sit. They're the best sitting team I've ever seen because the quality of them is unbelievable. So they just get behind ball and they, like I say, they don't panic. They don't even come out. They let players play really intricately around them, but they don't really move. You can't goad them out, and I'm talking about 5 yards. I'm not talking about trying to pull them out to edge of your box. I'm talking about they just sit and the ball moves around them and they don't move. It's amazing to watch, really. And I'm no Real Madrid fan, but they haven't had a top side in my opinion, like, you know, the Galacticos style. But their ability to turn it on in moments is unlike anything I've ever seen. I mean, Valverde, all 3 goals were absolutely top quality, weren't they? You know, even long ball from Courtois. It's same. I don't think Courtois is the best keeper, but he is in the Champions League. He is in big games. He's unbelievable. He always makes a few like top saves in the big games. They're just all capable of it. They're just totally engineered that way. It's crazy. It's amazing to watch. I'm gonna pull it up. Do you think Madrid are the best Champions League team ever? I mean, I don't know who's won the most. Who has won the most Champions Leagues? Real Madrid. Real Madrid holds the record for the most victories, having won the competition 15 times. Crazy. Modric has won it 6 times. Modric and Carvajal have won it 6 times, man. Cruz has won it 5 times. How mad is that? People say Cruz is overrated. He's won the Champions League 5 times. I don't know how many times Bale won it, but he got through it and all, didn't he? Stay loose, JB. Get into them shoulders, mate, and get into them shoulders, mate, and lift them shoulders up. And, you know, I don't know, circulate and release some endorphins, our kid. Stay loose. We need you here, JB. We need you, mate. 78 RPM. Despite your obvious psychological issues, this is a very balanced channel. I credit the Badger for that. Thank you very much, 78 RPM. The feeling is mutual. I'm happy to have psychological issues, to be honest. I'm just glad I don't understand them. But yeah, appreciate you, brother. I'm with you all the way, but I miss Angry Mad Gav. Did he threaten to duff you over? He won't threaten to duff me up, mate, 'cause nobody fucks with me in pub, Martin J. Cook. I'm telling you now. I feel like John Fury and the ultimate male. No one messes with me, and I mean no one. That's obviously a joke. I'm alright, pussy. Pussy. But no, I don't. Angry Mad Gav hasn't popped out for a while, really. It's going too well, isn't it? We'll bring Andrew. You know, everything's got to be all natural, isn't it? You know, you don't get these looks without being all natural. You know, I'm just smooth with it, aren't I? And just like we're living in Chillville. You know, there's just no need to get. You know, sometimes I look in the mirror and I just go, "Fucking hell, what a hunk!" Or I'll catch myself and I'll go, oh, "It's me, that's me. God, I'm attractive." And then and then I just get about my day, crying my eyes out. Howard Bowden, playing Biol is actually more defensive than playing JJ, as JJ is better at progressing forward. Absolutely, Howard Bowden. That's what I'm saying. That we're basically playing with 2 attacking right backs. JJ flies forward. Rodon's capable of flying forward. He did it obviously against Palace last time. So it'll be interesting what we actually go with. But I agree. If he plays Biol tomorrow, that is significantly more defensive. Biol's not going to be charging up and down wing. He'd probably get let go at the end of his contract. Well, to be fair, I suppose, if they don't, I don't know. We're not going down. Yeah, Potts jumped ship just before World Cup and fight to avoid relegation. Insane. Oh, and Dyche is a turd. Why anybody would want Sean Dyche it blows my mind. Bocker says only 7 wins is poor. We've drawn many games, brother. We knew this was going to be difficult. Tottenham have only won 7 games. Notts Forest have only won 7 games. West Ham have only won 7 games. Burnley have won 4. Wolves have won 3. Bournemouth have won 9. They're closest to us that are above us. How many games were you anticipating we would win this season? 53% think Real Madrid are the best Champions League team. The place to be, JackCity. Smash those likes. Yes, War Piglet. We've got 35 up in this bitch, and we've only got 31 likes, and we know we say it every time, but we're on that rotisserie, so I know there's a few new ones in here already. Get your send cozy on up to that like button. Pound for pound, shout out to War Piglet, by the way. Where's Julie at War? Mr. Piggy. Pound for pound in their respective positions, is there a better player than Gabby in the squad? I think Stack's been brilliant. I think DCL's genuinely a Premier League footballer. But Goodmanson has been exceptional. I think Ampadu's brilliant. I'd be interested to see what happens with Goodmanson, really. Because, you know, there's a few people think somebody will come in for him, and there is half an argument for that. Michael Brown, yes, what's good, man? If Leeds United do survive this season, then the conversation should be had about the manager's position, more so with Thomas Frank and Ange available. We can't be on about Big Ange again, can we? Thomas Frank, a more proven manager at Premier League level. At one club that always does well, and, you know, they've now got, I just think some clubs are, you find your own, and some clubs are, what do you call it, set up to be successful, and Brentford have been so, and that's not to diminish his achievements. Thomas Frank, sorry, I'm just trying to get a link to the game. It's not to diminish his achievements, because he's done exceptionally well, and I like him. I think he's decent. But he's only more proven. He's only more proven at one club, you know. He got his big move to Spurs, and it went tits up, didn't it? So get his scoreboard going on. West Ham 0. Man City 0. Fifteenth in cup quarters is superb, says 78 RPM. Indeed it is. People are never going to be happy, are they, ultimately? But try to get fucking. I need to get a dodgy stick. I've done with it. "17th will do for a squad that only had Burnley below it in value." Yes, indeed, Howard Bowden. It's not. I remember at the start of the season, everybody saying, "Oh, if we just get 17th, they're happy." And then where's that energy gone? Because that's collapsed, hasn't it? But, you know, I'd still take 17th now, but I don't think we need to. I think we'll finish 15th, 16th. I think, you know, a couple of games ago, you know, I know it's obvious, but, you know, you beat Sunderland, and I actually think we could have gone up a couple of places, but now, you know, the game's changed. Just try to get a fucking manager bollocks everywhere. Yes, Mingy. If we stay up, the conversation is, does Daniel Farke deserve a contract extension? Probably. I agree, Howard Bowden. Ball whipped in. Cleared away West Ham. I agree, big man. Cornetto is not Leeds. If you don't cut it, who cares? This is what I mean, 78 RPM. Why do we get Why do people get hung up on a player? Like, who cares about Cornetto? My maths is good, and 2 losses does not relegate us. Right, you are 78 RPM. 3 teams need to do better than us over 9 matches, not 1, and that ain't happening. 100% RPM, been saying it for weeks and about, there's 3 teams below us that are all capable of going down. We're currently top of that, our little mini league, so we are currently first of 4. Sunderland, a nice little wake-up call, says Stinky Dinky. We've bounced back well traditionally as well, haven't we, under Farke, both in the Championship and the Premier League. So when it really went, I thought it was going tits up against Forest. Because that were bad, really bad game. We did well against Villa and we did well against Man City, and then the tide really turned, didn't it? So, yeah. It would be crazy to get rid of Farke, says Gordon White. There is no one available that could do better. And it's been shown, Gordon White. They've all got through plenty of. Why is Guardiola not in ground? Did he get sent off? They've all been doing it, haven't they? They've all been bombing managers, and it hasn't worked. Thank you, Tart Club, says Martin J. Cook. We are here for the absurdity. Appreciate you, brother. Glad I can please you with some absurdity. Arc10, most likely we'll get 10 or 11 more points, and that means Daniel Farke gets another contract, as 49ers are slow and steady, wins the race. But do you agree with that, though, Arc10? In terms of slow and steady, does win the race. I think we can get ahead of ourselves. And you can also, next season, with a few decent signings, you can end up in a pretty... Oh, my God. Thought West Ham were breaking there. You can actually end up in a pretty decent position that where you think we're actually ahead of schedule here. If they've got like a 4 or 5 year plan, which I'm sure they do have, of getting some sort of European football, you've seen Aston Villa and how their fortune changed. They nearly went down. Granted, I think Unai Emery's amazing, and that's an amazing acquisition. But, I've said it before, but if you give Daniel Farke a few more tools in his shed, in his dodgy shed. Yes, day 1991. It's a lovely year. All Leeds out. I'll let you off with that, mate, because we are Oasis forever around here, but I don't mind them. I just think they're a bit overrated, mate, but I appreciate you, day. Mayday, I don't really want to know. You garden grow. Yes, Jules D, lads. Yes, Luke, get your hand off my shoulder, mate. Take your hand off my shoulder, mate. Yes, day, my dude. Bert put his hand on Angry Mad Gav's shoulder, and now Angry Mad Gav is serving a 10 stretch. And it's 78 RPM. That's legit. It nearly got ropey, that scenario. Yes, Alan Clark, we've slapped it in there. Head of the game, mate. Sponsored by Joe Depp, who I don't even think's here, is he? But it. Pound for pound, DCL is better, says 78 RPM. Should we pull it up? Real Madrid 58% best Champions League team ever. Pound for pound, who's best? Pound for quid, who's best? DCL, Goodmanson, Amps, or Stack. Should have put DCL in, really, shouldn't I? Sorry, should have put my best mate in Longstaff, really, but we'll keep moving. White Swan, is everyone panicking? I've thoroughly enjoyed this season, as I did last. We are ahead of schedule. We are staying up. This is it, White Swan. Why can't we just enjoy the games? We knew it was going to be difficult. Haaland in here, wide left, cuts it back, corner ball. We knew it was going to be difficult. We knew we were going to have real bad spells, and we haven't really. We've turned up in 90% of the games. Yes, Brett, we're in now. Got it on, my brother. Bad result for you today, wasn't it, Brett? Come on, Angina. What the fuck is the turdiest turd in Turdsville? That is some turdy words as well, 78 RPM. He's god-awful. I can't stand him. It's who we are, mate. Ball whipped in. Headed clear. Only as far as Bernardo Silva. Only as far as Bernardo Silva. Who do I think I am here with commentary? Rodri wins it back. Bernardo Silva clips it in. There's an header chance. Haaland comes to nothing. Haaland doing us a favour today, hopefully. Why would you want a manager who has been sacked from a relegation rival lower than us in the table? This is it, Gomez gang. Calling for Sean Dyche and Big Ange and that, and even Thomas Frank on, recently. I know Tottenham are really bad. But, they've had stinkers. They've had a right blowout. Why would you be wanting to bring them in when Farke has done a decent... He's so good at steadying the ship. I'm so team Farke. Fucking the doctor and the medics, and you know it. With Dr. Farke in charge, we are a stable club. Look at the mess below us with teams chopping and changing managers. Farke in. Love it, War Piglet. Absolutely love it, brother. Chill your beans. We don't... The doctor... He's got the steadiest ship in the whole of Shipley. Mamouche. According to Transfer Market, Leeds are ranked 17th on squad cost ranking and 18th on squad value. Yes, indeed. I think that's a little bit harsh, though. I think we've done really well in business and who we've bought and stuff. James Justin's turned out to be a shrewd signing. Beale's been a shrewd signing. Stack's been a shrewd signing. My best mate Longstaff's been a shrewd signing. DCL's on a free. He's been a shrewd signing. Metcher's on a free. He's been a shrewd signing. Bornau, I don't think it's been a shrewd signing, but he's not cost you a bomb, so it doesn't matter, does it? We've just not spent silly, and that's ultimately why the squad value is low. Yes, Roger Slicker, what's good? Too many draws have flattered Leeds. No back-to-back wins and only one away win all season. Palace isn't a cakewalk. No, but it's one of the away games that you've got to fancy yourself to have a good go at, and isn't it, Roger? Because they're not great themselves. They've not had the best season, so we've got to be hopeful. But I agree, it's going to be difficult tomorrow, and it's a long way. It's a long way home when you shit, as they say. But there'll be plenty of ale lad. So, and that does numb the receptors. White Swan, there is only 4 to 5 matches that we have not deserved at least a point. Lost against Sunderland, but we were the better team playing poorly. This is it, White Swan. Agreed, mate. And Wan-Bissaka, is he going to win a free kick? No. Rodri moves it forward. Semenyo, put him in. Oh. People don't like it when you say, well, we played well and got bombed, Played well, but got beat. People don't like saying it, but it is a reality when we've done well over 9 months. I don't know where 9 months has come from. He's done well for 3 years, hasn't he? But I don't even know how long we've played in terms of months. I don't know where 9 months came from. I think I'm a bit hungover. Bit tipsy, bit hungover. Farke is solid and we need that. No acting the bollocks with him. This is it. 101. He's calm. Don't get too high, don't get too low. And I think, and he does get radgy. This idea that he's just stubborn, it's a radginess about him. I was talking to my brother the other day, and he doesn't think he necessarily does, but do you think Farke's got like a special relationship with strikers? This poll's close, pound for pound. Who's the best? DCL on 28%, Goodmanson on 22%, Amps on 17%, and Stack on 33%. So I'm gonna let that simmer, see if we can get it any further. But I want to poll up whether or not you boys think that Farke's got a special relationship with strikers, because I do think there's an element of it. But he made Bamford really happy, and I know again this is not talking of the quality of Bamford, but I'm just talking generally. He made Bamford right happy. And then he's made DCL seem like, super happy. DCL seems he knows he's back there and stuff. Even Metcher, you could argue, he seems really happy at the club and stuff. I think all the players do, but I'm just interested, just with him being a striker, I think he knows what buttons to press. Arctane says, I agree, he should get another contract. I think we pick up a couple of players and we end up top 10 or close next season and then top 7 the following season. Let's keep moving, Arctane. You've got to be able to manage expectations, haven't you, dude? So it's like, we're not we're a couple of results away from being so comfortable. It's unbelievable. And I know that, you know, again, by the end of the season, in 3 or 4 games, the season could look done. We could be literally like completely out of it and just riding off into the sunset and literally waiting for next season and getting excited about who we're going to sign. Fucking hell, Man City, West Ham have had 8% possession. How mental is that? They've had 13 passes in total. Oh my God, that's crazy, isn't it? 8%. And everybody's worried about West Ham. They've had 8% possession in 15 minutes of football. Nearly single-digit total passes. You're all worried about West Ham. Our season is finished, Jack. Realise that with the Port Vale game. This is it, Brett. This is why you've got to want them cup runs, mate. Because ours in, we've got it all to play for. Keeping us on his toes, in and around that relegation battle, just for the fan base, just to keep us ticking over. And then fucking marching to the final. Viangina, you know it, Solanum. Welcome. Shout out to Solanum for no reason at all. 21 votes. DCL 33%. Goodmanson only 20%. Amps 14% and Stack 33%. So they're currently DCL and Stack are drawing. So let's get that poll going. Good whack a vote in there, boys. Keep it ticking, because then I'll change it in a minute. So I want to do the special relationship. Smash us a like as well, guys, while you're heading on over to that poll. We've got 31 in room and only 36 likes, and we know that we're trying to get to 100 on every vid, or I'm going to do something outrageous. And you'll never see me again. It'll push me over edge, tip me over edge. Someone deny Farke has given us 3 really exciting seasons and literally loves our club. And he knows what day it is, 78 RPM. That's why I don't think he gets he's not too fussed about whether or not fans sing his name and stuff. Hey, O'Reilly in here, clips it, corner ball. What was I saying? Yeah, I think he's just there to progress his own career as well. It's the best way into Premier League for him, isn't it? And I think he is proving that he's a Premier League manager. So, and if he keeps us up, and we do keep him, and he does get us into the top 10, his stock's going to go through the roof, really. Plenty of clubs that have him now. West Ham, Tottenham, Notts Forest, you know. We never talk about the fact that they'd have him. We always talk about Big Ange and fucking Sean Dyche and whatnot. Big Ange gets sacked every 2 months. And then to suggest that nobody would have Farke in the same position. Bernardo Silva breaking forward, lovely run. Gives it to Mamouche. Lost it. I'm losing it. You've always got to squeeze an Ange in there. Squeeze your Ange in there, mate. Squeeze your Ange in there. 40% now is on Stack. DCL's fallen by the wayside. 28%. We can end that poll. So pound for pound, unless there's any more takers for more players, people believe that Stack is pound for pound our best. And I think that's probably fair, because I think although he had a little bit of a wobble, he was excellent. He's been excellent. It's just, you know, for him to come straight in as he has done as well, and just sort of really settle into the club and back. Has a special relationship with centre forwards. Because maybe I don't really want to know. You gotta grow about shut down it down. Brett, the squad cost and value rankings are to back you up that right now bottom half of the table is about right. We was all anticipating 17th, and we're not. We're 15th with 9 games to go. Up until losing at Sunderland, we were looking upwards. We were closer. Well, we were closer to 10th than we were at bottom. We probably still are, to be fair, but that is now, I think 15th is about as good as we can hope, because I think they've moved away now. I think 7 points behind 14th now, is it? Let's have a quick look. 31, and then Palace are on 38. Yeah, so for this season, yes, indeed, Brett. Take it all day long. 15th, and been proud at lads. Free kick on edge at box. I've been genuinely proud of the side. That's why, you know, I don't want to start having a go at them. I don't think it's right. Arc 10 says a better look at manager efficiency is the cost of the 11 plus subs. Your average cost per game is 690k, which is extremely efficient. Tottenham's is 1.25 million per game. That's some hot shit there, Arc 10. Don't know whether that's a bit too. I don't know whether that's too intelligent for this channel, Arctane. Appreciate you, brother. Sensational stuff. Shout out to Arctane for the public data. So take it for what's worth. Well, yeah, you know, I'll take it though, just because it's come out of your thumbs, Arctane. Alt that you thumb, woman, man, data, text, email, anything that comes out of your thumbs, mate, or comes from your thumbs. Strike wide. I believe Farke is about the club, not himself. 101 at club. I think it's a bit of both, but I think he's there. I think he's here for himself. I think they all are, really. I think I actually think side before self, what everybody bangs on about, is so far gone in football. It's insane, but people go side before self, and he's not showing side before self. Oh, I thought we were going to nick it on goal line there. West Ham playing out front back. Who do they think they are? Done quite well, to be fair. It's one back though. Up and down, a bit topsy-turvy here. Bernardo Silva, nice touch. Get up, James Darnbury. Yes, my brother. Yes, my boyo. Smashers I like, James. What you saying? 13 votes, 69%. Sexy. Sexy. Everything about you so sexy. Mamouche here. Oh, it must be offside, is it? Yeah. Liner's got his flag up his ass. Hey, Liner, get that flag out your ass. Liner, get that flag out your ass. Fucking Liner. I love giving Liner a bit of shit, to be fair. Where I sit in cop, I'm right on top of him. It's fucking mint. And the one last week I think it was Sunderland game. He had the tightest shorts on I've ever seen. It was like, honestly, there's no place in the game for it. It was tighter than... Well, it was tighter than tight. I was going to say something absolutely outrageous then, but I'll hold back. I'll refrain. But it was tight, basically. So I'm sure fill in the blanks, or fill in the holes, if you would. The missus must be using the microwave again, says Brett. I think it's because I'm streaming game, Brett, and if it's not official, it goes Pete Tong. I thought Everton were going to hold on today as well. Appreciate you, Arctane, you're a ledge, mate. Put one of them thumbs on that like button as well, Arctane. Jack on tight, short, schlong watch, and you know it, Brett. Keep it tight, keep it sharp, and keep it short, and keep it schlong. Shorts. Do you do Jack or Angry Mad Gav at the liner? I get graduate linesmen because it's just the fact they don't give out, and I know it's obviously they're told not to give anything, but they wait for the ref all the time even for throw-ins. So it's often the same shit, but you know it's often just like you're not even doing ins and outs. It's that fucking Sunday League football. This ins and outs. Them shorts get any tighter, liner. That's all it ever is, really. But there was once a guy, I don't know whether I've told this story. I probably have. I think it was last year, and he was a fucking ledge. He was so funny, and his timing was impeccable. Because obviously it's different. Horses for courses. Oh boy, they're not well won. Donnarumma plays out. Oh, Bernardo Silva with a bit of an heavy touch in his own box. What? He's done well. Yeah, his timing, because obviously it's a different world, isn't it, when you're in the ground. You know, to get your timing right so that everybody could hear him. It was awesome. It was so funny. So much shit he was coming out with. I swear to God, I was laughing my head off. He just would not let up on the liner, and I was loving every minute of it. He'd probably get done for a hate crime now, but you know, it was just banter. What's that guy called? Richard Keys. It was just banter. It was just banter. Jack, you remember forgetting your PE kit and teacher gave you a pair from the lost property? Yes, indeed I do, Luke, but I refused to wear it, me. And then I always used to refuse to buy the school socks. So I'd wear my own like football socks or whatever. And there was for some reason adamant that I had to buy. And the PE teacher once said to me, they're only £6 or something. So I said to the teacher, I said, well, you fucking buy me them then. I don't know why I added the fucking, because I didn't say that to him. I thought, if they're only £6, you go to the shop and buy me them then. I'm not going home and asking my mum to buy me a pair of TGS socks. No, pal. She bought me at Leeds ones for Christmas, and they're the ones I'm wearing. And if you can't handle it, do one, Mr. Sulk. I think Cockwombles get relegated, say the 78 RPM, which is music to mine ears. But if it were to be West Ham, I would go tits and balls out for Bowen. That is a big shout, 78 RPM. They'd probably have to move him on as well, wouldn't they? What move does he get? It'd be a mint signing that RPM. But I think he would be looking higher. But again, I think you can promote the club to players. And give him the right speech, give him the German speech, not Hitler style, not like 5 hours of dangerous thoughts, but Farke has got his own way. O'Reilly here, whining and dining, he's lost it, he's losing it. I forgot I had work for a second then, boys. I just looked at time and thought, oh fucking hell, I've got work tonight, but. Crystal Palace tomorrow, boys. That's all you need know. But yeah, you'd take Bowen. Be a mint signing that. But it'd be interesting, I think maybe not Brighton. Oh, he's just gone down injured now as Bowen. This would be a good shout, wouldn't it? Somerville's not inside, is he? I see. Mamouche here on edge at box. Goes back. Play forwards! Forwards! Fucking forwards! And somebody pumps it forwards and all crowd go, not fucking gonna like you've all been shouting forwards. Forwards at all costs. Play forward, fucking forwards. Goes forward. Oh, okay, now not like that. I don't mean like that. Don't force it. Forwards, but don't force it. Yes, Mr. Whitesnake, what you saying, me old mucker? Ain't nobody down round here. We don't need no anger management in and on and over here, Ming. Ming, Mr. Whitesnake, you know it. We're joshing and jiving. Nobody fucks with us. Times were tough in them days. Aye, there was James Darnborough, and you know it, mate. Still tough now, aren't they? But we made a sterner stuff, aren't we, us boys? Bob and Mimi. And Julie. Julie's here, actually. Hello, Julie. Hey up, Jack. Just finished work. Mr. War Piglet by my side and JackCity Live. What more can a girl ask for on a Saturday night? Bliss, Julie Neri. Love it. Shout out to the piggy. Looking after his lady. The piggy looking after his lady. Think Bowen would go to another London club, says Brett. Yeah. You'd think like Brentford's and Brighton's, and I mean, I don't know whether Brighton would want him really, but he's certainly not. He's not going to Man City, is he? Or fucking El Semenyo's got tight shorts and what's going on? He's not going to any top teams, is he? So can't imagine him at Man U. Can't imagine him at Chelsea. Can't imagine him at Man City. Can't imagine him at Liverpool. Liverpool of 10 years ago would have signed him. They used to sign players like that all the time, didn't they? But I'm not knocking Bowen because I think he's a really good player. But it'd just be interesting to see where he actually ends up. Bowen has more goals in less matches for West Ham than Saka for Arsenal. He's underrated. I agree, RPM. I think Saka's wildly overrated as well. I'm going to pull that puppy up, actually. Farke has a special relationship with centre forwards. I'm glad to be vindicated. Is Saka overrated? City score. I've been hacked, but I'm glad to be hacked, to be honest. That's absolutely fine. Born to Liverpool under their new manager, Daniel Farke, and you know it, 78 RPM. I reckon there's going to be a goal any second in this game I'm watching here. Mamouche on edge at box. He can hit him. It's Bernardo Silva wide left. I don't know why I'm... Oh, he's dinked him. Has he meant that? I wouldn't like to say that... I wouldn't like to say he hadn't meant it. Get up, my lads. Get up. I wouldn't like to say that he didn't mean it, because Silva's a... Although he got me big style when we played against him. He really fucked me off. Silva on 31 mins. I'm hoping he's meant that, but it looks maybe like he's just clipped it in. Oh, I don't think he's meant that. Do you think he's meant that? I don't think he's meant that. No, he hasn't meant that. He's looking across as well. And I know they do that on... He hasn't meant that. What a finish, though. What a goal. You got to take it, haven't you? And I'd be telling everybody that I meant it and all. Let's have it right. Get in. Fuck West Ham. Jack, West Ham United finances are in poor shape. It came out about 2 weeks ago. Even if West Ham survive this season, they will be operating on Championship finances and may have to sell 1 or 2 star players. Donnarumma celebrating there. Big goal. Big goal for us. Big goal for them. Big goal for the title race. Get in. Yeah, you'd have Somerville back, wouldn't you? And you'd snap Bowen up. I like Wan-Bissaka. I think he's decent. But, you know, Bogle's the boyo, isn't he? We nearly got Soucek, didn't we, last season, allegedly. I'd have been up for that as well. I think he's decent. Short shirt shorts. He's from Wetherby and he's got the tightest shorts. There was a lad at Leeds Fest. And it's awful, this. It's a bit like bullying, but tough luck, fuck it. You know, it comes round to everybody once in a while. Clearly, maybe a bit of a rugby lad. He had this Wetherby. It said Wetherby on his back. And the tightest shorts you've ever seen. So I deemed it appropriate and childish of me, I know, to create a chant for him. And he was walking past quite often. And all the lads started singing it. And then the other tents were singing it. And it became, I wouldn't say a thing around us, but he was well known in the campsite as the guy that gets the song sung at him, which he took well. But he's from Wetherby and he's got the tightest shorts. He's from Wetherby and he's got the tightest shorts. He's from Wetherby and he's got the tightest shorts. And it was just, you know, you just get more and more irritating with it, basically. And it worked. It was funny. Get in, Michael Brown. You know it, my brother. Man City 1-0 up. Get up, Narks. Bernardo Silva. Paul Cross, great goal, says Arctane. Yes, indeed, brother. Accident, says Jesse. Agreed. Smash a like for us, boys. Hey, my mate. Hope you're well. I'm watching the boxing as well, so a bit distracted. Fear not, Ming. Appreciate you, brother. Going to whip a ball in here. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, yeah, I've just seen it now. I'm just behind fucking bollocks. Oh, boy. Shit. Would you take Wan-Bissaka, Arctane? I would. Bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. Fucking hellfire. Need someone to turn up now, don't we? Obviously. Bollocks. Off at bar as well. It's a good leap, that, though, isn't it? I can't be out spelling his name out. 35 mins. Fucking bollocks. Can't be out spelling his name out, boys. Bollocks. Damn indeed, Martin J. Cook. Fuck's sake, Luke. Indeedy. It's a corner. It is what it is. Oh, it's a big tackle. He's give it as well. Is this a sending off for Bernardo Silva here? He's give him a booking. To be fair, I've not... Did Donnarumma mess it up? 78. 'Cause I don't know if I watched it. Oh, fucking hell. That's on a different day, I'm telling you. I don't think he means it, but... Don't mean the tackle, don't mean... Oh, yeah, he's not even suggested that he meant it. Bernardo. West Ham, no shots whatsoever. Let's hope Somerville misses the next few matches, then picks up a season-end bollock injury from the secret Leeds jock strap. He'll be wearing it against us. Yes, Martin J. Cook, I love it, mate. I love the... Excellent description, Martin J. Headed in clean, that's what I mean. Why is everybody saying Donnarumma then? Just for letting it in? Or did he come out flapping at it or something? I don't know. I've just watched it and I don't know what happened. Fucking hell. I don't know what that stat says, but it don't look good. Did he flap at it, Brett? I need to see it again. I just saw it go in. He's a good keeper, Donnarumma, to be fair, and you'd take him, wouldn't you, over Darlow? That was a joke, but obviously you would. Flapping like a French tart. Flapped at it, looked like Meslier acting. Fuck's sake, Donnarumma. You big goof. You big dope. Wan-Bissaka. West Ham having a bit of joy here. Fucking hell. Understood, Brett. I'll wait for replay for the breakdown. Fuck's sake. I love the term flapping at it. Nebraska, yeah, it's a good top one, isn't it? Flapping at it. Hit him. Hit him's a mint one. Hit him. He don't want it. It's my favourite Sunday League style stuff. Where you go, he don't want it. He don't want it. Wan-Bissaka's laid one on Gay. Oh, he has laid one on him there as well, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka's brilliant. See here now. I don't think that's too bad on Donnarumma. So frustrating when they can't time the flight at ball, though. Nice one, Actane. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks. Appreciate you, man. Take care, dude. Smash a like for our Jack. Yes, War Pigs. Appreciate you, Mr. Piggy. The Piglet. Rodri on turn. Fucking hell, in box. Bernardo Silva running across his own box. If West Ham get a point here, you just know how Twitter's going to go off, don't you? Well won, Silva. And again. Well done. Sunday League, take the lad out with a top knot. Yes, indeed, Brett. He don't want it. Lad with top knot. Put it on him. Put it on him. Fucking hoif it up and put it on him. Put him on his left. Put him on his left. Remember, again, Sunday League stuff, but This lad, it was shouting at him, put him on his left, put him on his left. And he goes, I'm left-footed. So that lad went, well, you just shit then. Because, he looked like he were right-footed. That's how shit he was. Put him on his left, put him on his left. I'm left-footed. All right, well, you just shit then. Like, top stuff. Top banter. I love the days when keepers were real men and number 9s lost teeth. I agree, 78 RPM. It's my biggest... Oh, that's paw. My biggest... one of my biggest irritants that they can't just come out and clean up and be absolutely horrible elbows, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Joe Jordan. Joe Jordan's had some mentions in the past week or so, hasn't he, on Ye Olde channel. Get up, Nunes. Does made him want to stay down. Get on the ball, Man City. They're not good enough, are they, Man City? Even though they're obviously still mint. The league hasn't been as good this year, though. It genuinely hasn't. Arsenal are just going to bore everybody to death to title, and then I'm going to have the most insufferable experience for the next 12 months where everybody's just yanging on about him. Yanging on about Arteta and Arsenal. Now they've got best squad and all that. Like, I know they've got a strong squad, but I don't look at any of their play. I was looking at them today when I watched them, just thinking like, well, which one of these really is like world class? They're really strong and they're good, but they're a really good team. They're just like a mint version of us, though. O'Reilly, they're doing quite well, but goes backwards. Play forward. Bernardo Silva into Mamouche. Mamouche cuts back, turns, fucks it up. Catch the ball on your chest, in between the shoulder blades, using them as propelling yourself, gaining an extra foot in air. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Fuck him up. The league has been better this season. Teams playing to their own strengths and having a go. It's been a more competitive season, but at the top, it's not been fun, has it, really? Man City are not the force that they were. And Bumpsy Daisy, Mr. Whitesnake, you've got to be singing Oasis praises just for today. Yeah. One of them ball bags will be there, won't they, War Piglet, I would imagine. Normally one of them goes, don't they? There's actually, I don't like either of them, but there's actually that funny clip when they're all doing that thing where you turn around and you jump up and down in a certain minute. And Noel Gallagher's just banging in the middle of it and he just refuses to do it. It's actually quite funny. So he's the only one out of all thousands of them that isn't doing it. I agree. I've had a mint season, Brett, with it. But I don't think Arsenal should be winning the league. That's my only point. But I just don't think anybody's been at... I don't think they've got much better than what they have been. They're just the only ones that are solid. Man City, it's just too flaky. And it's frustrating me. They had it in their own hands. It looked like the tide had turned. Now they have to be literally perfect, and they're not going to be, are they? So Pep Guardiola off into the dugout. Or into changing rooms, it would seem. Nobody talk! They won't panic, that's for sure. But keepers protected themselves by getting in first. Well, yeah, you've got to come out and just... You can come out as a keeper as well and just annihilate, can't you? Haaland's in. Haaland turns, plays it back to Semenyo. He's put it wide. Ball schnid. I mean, he's taking it well, to be fair. It's only fraction wide. It's a difficult ball. It's a fraction wide from Semenyo. Bullshit. I cheer for Haaland as if he's already a Leeds legend. Nebraska, everybody loves him, don't they? I'm not on board with it. I like him, but until he plays for Leeds, he's not a Leeds player, so And when he is, I'll go hell for leather with it, believe me. But until that day, we stay steady on old Erling. Got more time for Alfie than Erling. I used to hate keepers coming out. It was awful. Didn't want to win header anyway. And then when they're coming out as well, it's just like you just know you're getting butchered. Like really winded and a lot. Mamouche here plays it for. It's poor. I don't really want to know your yards and grows. But I don't know the words. Lately, I fucking knock a pack of coke. I love gold old globes at the Golden Globes. Oh, the scene of Mike saying a nine. I the bite that I dies a dine. You keep killing me, Ming, with deal breakers. It's not half time for me yet, my G. West Ham go down, we get Somerville. Spurs go down, we get Archie back possibilities. I don't think Gray'd come back. I don't think we could. I don't think he's worth 40 million. I know he's been decent for them. He's the only one that tries, to be fair, because they're so bad. But I don't think he's coming back. Ray ain't coming home. See, there's a shot here, Ming, and I thought I'd have got more excited about that. But now I know it's half time. You've ruined it. Grrr, half time. Do 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 do. Grrr, half time. Do 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 do. Grrr. I have faith he will. Maybe it's ignorant of me. Don't think it'll be super soon, but I do think it will happen at some point. Well, we argued this other week, to be fair, Nebraska, because there's no reason why, you don't know how career's going to go. He's still a young man, isn't he? If we're in the Premier League for 10 years, why won't he be potentially at the club like towards the end of his career? Or if we get into Europe and stuff in the next 5 years and he tails off, or Pep Guardiola moves on and Man City don't, not that they won't want him, but that, it depends how long he's at the top for, doesn't it? But there is a world where he ends up with us, yeah. Just not now, not next year, not year after. Not while Man City are this good either, so. But there is a world. Oh, that looks like a banging bit of steak, that. I hate this rolling about head injury stuff. The amount of times I got full on nutted in Sunday League and just carried on. I know, Brett. I actually watch Sunday League games sometimes, and my mate asked me to go play, and I've played a couple of times last year, and it's just awful, innit? I actually don't like Sunday League anymore. It's horrible. Like, I don't know why we've so put ourselves through it. Because the game, there used to be a bit of ball played, didn't there? Used to be a bit of football played, and then it just became a butcher's job. Absolute all-out butchery. Come on, Ireland, do it for your club. Yes, indeed, Julian Airy. Both your actual club and ours. It is Sunday here, so let me dream a bit. Stay loose, Mr. Whitesnake. Absolutely, my old mucker. Get them dreams in. Dreaming in on another here, mate. When Cockwombles relegate Gray is the last player they would sell. Makes no sense. They'd come straight back up, wouldn't it, the Cockwombles? Would he want to stay in there? Genuinely, would he stay? Probably get promised play centre mid. He's getting moved about all over the shop at minute, isn't he? So, and he'll be aware that they're coming straight back. They probably would want to keep him. They're not going to get 40 million back for him, I don't think. Who'd want him? And also, like, who'd want him that it'd go and play at? Because if it's a 40 million, 50 million pound purchase, if they're going to, they'd obviously won't be able to get that because they've gone down. Teams would know that they've got to sell him on. But they'd be wanting 30 million minimum, wouldn't they? 25, 30 million. I don't know how much, it depends what position they're in financially, doesn't it, really? Whether they can sort of expect or, demand a certain figure, and if it doesn't, if they don't get that figure, like the sexy lady figure, then they hold on to the player. It depends whether they're stuck or not. But, you know, he went to Tottenham in the guise of playing football, didn't he? So he's not going to want to go to, you know, he won't play at Chelsea, would he? Again, the top teams, he won't play at Chelsea. He won't play at Man City. He won't play at Arsenal. Man United, he might. They're getting rid of Casemiro and stuff. Because Newcastle allegedly are a top 6 team, aren't they? So we could be in Europe next season, says Mr. Whitesnake, and that would bring Archie Gray home, to be fair. Europe, baby. Come on, Man City here. Let's not mess about. Jack, are you going junior away tomorrow? No, Roger Slicker, I'm going official. Managed to... ended up asking my other mate, do you reckon I'll get away with it? Going junior, and he says it's risky. And then 10 minutes later, he texts me back saying there's a lad selling a ticket. So I'm off. Official. Just watching Arsenal again here. Pickford coming out swinging there as well. It's awful. And that celebration, man, that celebration is so awful. It's so awful. Fucking Arsenal, can't stand them. Arteta does my head in as well. Lego head. It might surprise people, but in Sunday League, I was an arsey, vile thug defender. Not the pleasant chap I am here. Skill set, balance and violence never needed the ball at all. Absolutely 78 RPM. That's what I mean. It was just a butcher's job, wasn't it? And, you know, at the time you're there for butchering. But it's horrible. They were just unreffed, weren't they? The games were completely left unreffed. Much like the Premier League, to be fair. But the refs just had no control. Honestly, there's some Sunday League stories. That's the only thing it were worth of, really. Just Sunday League stories. They're just funny stories. Because the actual game was just shit. It was actually, we were decent. I had a decent Sunday League team, I think. Probably fucking 10 years ago now, but there were, I can't remember, I don't even know what I'm on about, but there were a team that were better than us and we just could never beat them. And it used to do everybody's head in. Yorkshire. Another thing at Arsenal is all they chant is Arsenal. Do they just go, Arsenal? Is that all they have in the locker? There's no chants, there's no songs, there's no anything. They just shout Arsenal all the time. And I know we all shout Leeds relentlessly. But they're just shouting Arsenal is poor, isn't it? Piss poor. At the time we had child refs. I felt so sorry for them. I know, that's what I mean, 78 RPM. And, you know, like I say, ins and outs with players that, you know, we didn't even have a spare set of shorts for them. Just in the boxes running line on a Sunday morning with an hangover and just like, what standard is this? Why is this game of football even going on? Like, why is this game even being played? Who's enjoying this? You know, perhaps the person that scores the goal's enjoying it, but other than that, it's just awful. You're literally 10 seconds away from getting crunched every time you go anywhere near ball. You don't even have to be on ball to take a spanking. I should have brought my kettle up here so that I could boil some hot water for my cups of teas, but I didn't think that far ahead. We don't have no dice. Sean Dice. So Spurs have got Liverpool at R4 tomorrow. So we'll hopefully have pulled away from them by then. I'm really, really hopeful. Let's have a look. Burnley got a draw today, but they're done, aren't they? Sunderland got beat. Newcastle beat Chelsea. None of our business. Arsenal beat Everton 2-0. Shit result for title charge. West Ham currently drawing, as we know. Man U play Aston Villa at 2 tomorrow. None of our business. We've got Palace, as we all know. Plenty of our business. Notts Forest have got Fulham at 2 as well tomorrow. And then Liverpool play Tottenham 4:30, so on my way home. I used to love Sunday League, played left back. It's the only position that where you're relatively safe, Brett. Left and right back. If you're centre mid or up top or on wing, it's just a butcher. It's a butcher's job. With, you know, running around with lethal weapons, sharpening them blades, sharpening them studs, wearing like long, thick, wet ground studs in bone dry weather just for maximum injury. Sliding around like you're on ice skates and then just crunching in on a 16-year-old lad who's, you know, thinks he's got a future in playing football, and you just some 38-year-old fella that's fucked off from last night and hungover. Had a row with wife because she didn't want him going out Sunday morning, and he just goes, that 15-year-old's gonna fucking get it. And fucking sets off, and you see him going for him, and you think, here it is. Hopefully the lad can stand up after this tackle, and then the tackle goes in. The lad reaches a record high jump height in the air, lands down flat on his back, put into the recovery position, and then ploughs on. That's because the wingers was running at me. Yes, indeed, Brett. Yeah. It's an individual duel as well, and if you can sweeten up a right back, I think you can chat to him, and then he thinks he's all right, this kid. And then that's when you start murking him. According to a recent quiz, Nigel Martin had 97 league clean sheets for Leeds, and Paul Robinson had 3. I find that stat hard to believe. We were shit when Paul Robinson was in, wasn't he? How many clean sheets did Paul Robinson have? It's probably true that. Across all competitions, he had 31. But he did only record 3 Premier League clean sheets. He won the Leeds United Player of the Year in 2002 and 2003. Crikey Moses. But yeah, he did only have 3 Premier League clean sheets. 31 in total, Andy. 3 in the Premier League, which is bad, isn't it? From, I think it said 119 games or something. %62% reckon that Saka is overrated. I'm here for it. 46 likes, boys. Let's try and get them likes up to 50. Get them likes in the building. Need to pull something up. Is the title race over? Unfortunately, Tommy Tinkle Tink it is. I want a cup of tea, boys. But it's too much of a long process. Hey, I'll tell you what. Well nice. Proper nice. Shaken udder. Vanilla-licious milkshake made with Madagascan vanilla. Because I always say when I go to McDonald's from McFlurry, I say, can I have the Madagascan vanilla, please? And he says, oh, it's just vanilla. And I say, no, if it's not Madagascan, mate, just tell me the truth. I demand Madagascan vanilla. If anybody's not been on the channel before, I'm joking because I don't even know. I know where Madagascar. Well, I don't know where Madagascar is actually. I don't have a clue where it is. But I've seen film, so I know it's a place. High temperature milk drink with Madagascan vanilla seeds. I don't know why the emphasis is so much on Madagascan vanilla, but I presume it's. To be honest, I presume it's just a marketing thing because. Yeah, that is true, to be fair, RP. I do think it is over, but if they draw this, it's definitely done, isn't it? She's at work, RPM. Can't even put an order in. Just a crying shame. If you're a milkshake man, which I'm not necessarily a milkshake man, but get you sent down to Tesco for some shake and udder. Nick LUFC, that's what we like to hear, mate. City will win this 3-1. I just think you can hold on against them. That's my worry here. They're not invincible, are they? And you can get your back up and you can hold on against them. I think they got a bit ahead of themselves and they were back in their hands when Bernardo Silva were winding us up at Ellen Road and stuff. And I think they got a little bit like, yeah, we're back to being the best and we sort of hunting them down. Hunting Arsenal down, they're going to wobble, and really they haven't, have they? Arsenal have lost 3 games all season. Man City have lost 5. 2 games in hand though, so if they do win this, they'll be 4 points off. Well, if they win this, they'll be 7 points off. But then they've got another game in hand, and then they've got them to play. So they'd be down to 4 points, them to play. So that could be then 1 point. So then obviously any points dropped by Arsenal, including a draw, can really throw a spanner in works, can't it? I just can't. I think it's because I so strongly don't want Arsenal to win the league that is why they're going to win the league, because anything I want never happens for me, you know. Wanted a bigger girth, can't be done. Wanted a bit more length, can't be done. Want it to be able to grow a beard, can't be done. Can't think of what else. You know, I've had my milkshake, but I'd like another, but can't be done. I'd like a cup of tea, but can't be done. It's not great content, is it, making a cup of tea? But it's a shame I can't do it on my phone, because I'd just walk downstairs with you. But have you seen those help yourself to free milkshakes? 6 different flavours. Help yourself to fresh milkshakes? No. Help yourself? No. I presume they're not free though, Roger. If they're free, I'm all about it. I don't care where the fucking vanilla flakes are from. Need to have words. She should have been preparing a flask before abandoning you. Thank you, 78 RPM. Fully agree, but you know, she's good in other ways. So unfortunately, unfortunately we're flaskless, but she's good in other ways. Just had a chat with me lad. I don't see Pep in stands as a disadvantage. If anything, he can see better and radio down. Luke, he thinks I'm mad, by the way, Jack. Well, you are mad, aren't you, Luke? But I don't think that's a bad idea. Yes, Danny Bowden, my guy, dropping in, dropping on, dropping off. Super ahoy, sithy in a bit. Have a good night, Danny Bowden, you absolute boyo. Smash us a like on your way out as well, my old mucker. Put piss song on, get a Bruce's War Piglet. It's not great content though, is it, War Pigs? But I think you've got a valid point, Luke. My old mucker. Say my old mucker a lot. You know, they just want to be pitch side, don't they? Just literally to take it all in and feel like you can get your point across and you're a bit more animated. And, you know, you can obviously have a word with subs that are coming on and stuff and you feel more part of the game. But ultimately, it can see the game better, and you're only delivering. It's only small touches, isn't it? Like you say, that you can definitely watch the game better. Not free. It said fresh. Devon is full of them. So is Bolton. I'm in Edinburgh actually on Monday, but I thought I go down to Devon a lot, so I will actually I'll smash it up, Roger Slicker, because I am partial to an odd milkshake, and they actually give me a bit. They give me a bit of a energy boost when I'm driving long distance. They can really lift my mood sometimes. Back in a few mins, pal. Love it, Danny Bowden. Appreciate you, my old mucker. I've got to stop saying my old mucker. It's getting on my tits. Girth, length. I've emailed you my clinic in Kazakhstan. They take PayPal and Tesco reward points. Well, Nikita Love has a go at me for never. I don't ever use the Tesco points that I've acquired. So that works perfectly for me, 78 RPM. So we've got plenty in the tank. Semenyo air braking. Semenyo goes wide. It's quite heavy. Bernardo Silva's going to get there. Yes, he gets there. Dinks it back. It's gone all the way back. Well, not all the way back. Rodri. Into Mamouche. Turns on edge at box. Bernardo Silva cuts back. Into Mamouche, I believe. It's a strike. It's wide. Snatched at it a little bit. Well, I'm not going to say Mamouche snatched at anything ever, because the bloke can really whack him. But ultimately, he's snatched at it a little bit. No, he's not snatched at it. He's dragged it and he's pulled it. Mamouche always reminds me of Babushka. Oh, is it Babushka? I'm telling you what it reminds me of, and now I'm asking you whether or not I've got it right. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, I thought keeper would give it to Erling Haaland then. My eyes deceived me. Under the famous Sunday League line. That Kalashnikov fella flicking it up in air. Good header from O'Reilly. Rodri brings it down. Can you see Cockwombles insisting City get deducted 115 points this season, even if it means Gooner's winning it? Well, if it means Cockwombles staying up, it probably would suggest that, wouldn't you, all Piglet? But they'll just push it down the road, won't they, Man City? Crossfield ball should be picked up, and is. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. Erling Haaland turns. Defence has dropped and won the ball. Pointless ball, pointless run. Oh. Rodri goes across. Man City. Fucking hell. If West Ham sneaked the win against City, they could beat Leeds in the Cup and the league. I still think West Ham are the ones that will go down, you know. I think it's a bit too little, too late. Providing that if they get a point here, this is big. It's bigger than that. It's large. But you've got to back Man City here, haven't you, really? 50 minutes to get a goal. West Ham aren't going to create another one. I think the City points charges will take a couple of seasons yet. I agree, Brett, yeah. That's if they get done for all in it as well. That's the thing. Not guaranteed to get done for it. Now, as many they've chucked apparently, and I don't know a great deal about it, but apparently loads of charges are just basically like the same thing, like an inversion of the last charge. It's just they've just chucked a load of charges at them. But you know, if a few of them, there's got to be, you know, I know there's no smoke without fire, you fuckers. So they tell me. But you know, there's only obviously one charge. What is the charge? What is the meaning of this? Succulent Chinese meal? I'm going to be vlogging, aren't we, boy? Tomorrow. Big away day. Get the vlogging. I'm just worried about getting on fucking bus because I'm going to get home from work about 2:30, 3 in the morning, and bus goes at 5:15 and I'm getting picked up at 4:45. But I should be alright. Oh, edge at box, Mamouche. Because if I miss bus, I'm going to be in deep doo-doo. Deep trouble. Do you think the same will happen to City? What happened to Rangers? I can't remember what happened to Rangers, Brett. Did they get relegated, Rangers? I don't think they'll relegate them. I don't think they'll get done. Honestly, don't. I think it'll get spun out. Rules are there to be broke anyway, aren't they? So they tell me. Sleeping bus stop, War Piglet. It's not a bad idea, you know. I'm half tempted to just genuinely stay up and just sleep on bus on the way down And it'll stop me getting boozed up as well on bus. But then I'm driving to fucking Edinburgh at 4 in the morning on Monday. So I do need to be careful. I don't want to be exhausted, but fuck it. Demoted to Division 3, yeah. I remember them getting relegated. It'd be a. I mean, they'd lose all the players, obviously. But it'd be a mental story, because, what would they do? It'd be mad if they got, if they went, because they'd come back up, wouldn't they, consecutive years. But it'd be a wild story. I don't know, could you get behind it as a fan a little bit? I know that sounds mental, but they've won everything, haven't they? So as a fan, you'd go, well, this is going to be crazy, but fuck it, we're in League 2. Do you know what I mean? I know you wouldn't want it, because they're obviously challenging for the best titles, but winning games is winning football games, isn't it, at any level? And they'd win buckets at loads. You'd think. Hey, up West Ham are in here, out wide right. It's crossed in. It's a decent cross. Comes to note. It was nice to see Gary Neville and Roy bigging up the FA Cup, and Roy saying how much of a disgrace when Man United pulled out of the Cup 25 years ago. Not seeing that. Is that on Overlap? Roger Slick. Only watched first 15 minutes of it today. Been a bit busy. So not seeing it in its duration. But that's one thing I'd say. Sorry, boy. That's one thing I'd say Pep's done. He's brought back the he's brought the cups back, hasn't he? Made them serious again. Foul on Mabushka. Chef Wednesday got done for points deductions this season on 2 occasions, and they will get another 15 points deduction at the start of next season in League 1. How many can Man City get away with? Well, it just depends if they've done all, though, doesn't it, Michael Brown? That's what I'm saying. If you can't prove it, you can't prove it, can you? That's shit is as shit does, but it's unprovable. It doesn't matter, if you can take me to court for all, can't you? But if I haven't done all wrong, if you can't prove I've done something wrong, then, and Chef Wednesday don't have the money that Man City have, do they, to tie him up? Because that's what they've been doing for weeks. For years, they've just tied him up, haven't they, and put it on later base. And then continue to progress. It's not, as I say, rules are there to be broke. Fuck them. City will only get fined. Very worst, they will get a transfer embargo for a season or 2. Yeah, they did that. What did they do to Chelsea? With that for financial fair play as well. This actually puts Notts Forest in the relegation zone at the moment. Didn't realise that. If West Ham get a draw here, they're out of the bottom 3. That's crazy work, but they're not going to get a draw here, are they? So, you want piss while on DJ duty? Stay on the coke. The cocaine, Roger Slick. No, I'm staying off at ale tonight. I think I'll have to be a big boy. I'll have to be sensible. So if I get on slush, and then I'll just feel like dirt all the way down. 'Cause when I went to Chelsea game, I was so hungover, if you remember, and I was like, the journey down was, and to be fair, I had a couple of wobbles on the way back and all, because I was mullered, pissed up. But when you're hungover, pissed up, it can be weird, can't it? A long old journey back. It's going to be a long day tomorrow, to be fair, but as I say, I'm hoping I'll just sleep all the way down. We're stopping about 4 hours, so we're setting off at 5 in the morning, so we're being Boozer at 10 in the morning. Oh, clipped in. No, Paul Wan-Bissaka cleared away. What was I saying? Yes, we're being Boozer at 10, so because we're stopping, I can't remember where we're stopping, Clapham Junction or something, I think. And then the bus will carry on to the ground, and we'll just go to Boozer and then get the train to Crystal Palace, which is obviously the best way of doing it. It stops you having to get to ground. It stops you having to sit in traffic in London Centre. So the lad that organising it proper does a mint job of it, really. Because when we went to Chelsea, I can't remember where we stayed, but it were mint. And then we just jumped on underground, and Went to game. I'm excited. It is mint going to away games, to be fair. I just hope we turn up. I go with Mavericks. Good set of lads as well. On the overlap, Roger Slicker. Yes, indeed. I'll watch it on way to work. I'll listen to it on way to work. Do not watch it. I'll be fine with City going down, built up off oil money, and now clubs like ours are not allowed to spend the same. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Brett. They've had all the opportunities, haven't they, to you know, flash the cash, splash it about. Ah, that's a poor ball from O'Reilly. Who, you know, Chelsea have done it, Man U have done it forever. This idea that Man United didn't buy every title they got is a lot of shite. They bought everybody. Just went out and bought best striker in country every time, didn't they? And then because everybody were doing it, they've obviously... But it's the top clubs in it. They want a monopoly on it. So they don't want, you know, the more money that comes into football, you know, once you've spent it, you've sort of got the foundation. And then all those shit munchers have to play by rules. It's like, well, we should just be able to invest what you can afford. And I don't understand really why it's anybody else's job to look after your business. No one gives a shit at in any other part of walk of life, do they? Mamouche coming off for Cirque here. 1.8 million for winning FA Cup, but yeah, each place in the league is worth 3 million a place position. Incentives should be 30 million and place in Champions League. Don't know about Champions League, Roger Slicker, but I agree with you, Europe. 30 million's obviously... I wonder how he's got any signalling in that stadium. £30 million is probably pushing it if it's only at 1.8 million now. Leicester thought they got away with it last season and avoided as points deduction, but this season the EFL deducted Leicester City 6 points. Very few teams get away with breaking PSR. Yes, indeed, Michael Brown. Oh, potentially in here. Haaland in on goal. Oh, it's a good save. Fuck's sake, man. They just keep pushing it down line though, don't they? Michael Brown. Fucking mouse is gone. And yet the 115 rolls on. Charges. Largest charges. Here we're going global, baby. Yes, Rodrigo, Diverno, Diveri, Real Madrid under 21. What's good? Hello from Madrid. Appreciate your brother. We've gone global, baby. I'm ringing me mum. Smashes I like from Madrid, mate. Appreciate you. Gates up. Ball whipped in. Wide. Is it come off a West Ham player? Yeah, corner ball. Shout out to Rodrigo from Madrid, boy. Has City got anyone decent on bench? You know it, War Piglet. They've just brought on Xerxes and Doku. I think it was Doku. Come on. Not sure who for. Didn't Everton get a deduction as well? We've had one. Leeds have had one, haven't we? We had 15 points that time. I can't remember if Everton had one. It sort of rings half a bell. It's crazy, really, isn't it? Getting deducted points. Do you actually, Jules D? I ain't got a clue, mate. I'm not even 100% certain it's Clapham Junction. Let me check. Because you know what I'm like. But I think it's Clapham Junction that we're off to. It's apparently one stop away from the ground. Have a look. Yeah, Clapham Junction. We're off to Clapham Junction for a few hours before game. One stop on train to ground. What you saying, Jules? Do you fancy a swill? If football went like rugby league with ceiling limits, a bottom team could beat top. Salary cap about 4 million in rugby league. Yeah, I don't know. It's too late though, isn't it, Roger? That's what I'm saying. If teams can't invest money, it's ball whipped in, headed over. 62 minutes. I'm not liking this. Ireland with a 98th minute winner and a Leeds salute. You can only hope 78 RPM. I think Rodrigo thinks we're West Ham fans here, but we'll take it. We're Leeds fans over here, brother. We desperately want Man City to win this game, so we've already played them. We've already been cut up by them twice. So you battered them, didn't you, the other day? 3-0. We were actually on about your lot earlier on in stream, mate. Yes, Danny Borden, what's good? Yes, let's have some pints, Joel D. I'll be swilling. I'll be swilly. Getting swilly. Getting swilly with it. Title over if City don't fix up sharpish. I agree, Danny Borden. Yeah, is that still the current poll? Yeah, 22 votes. 55% say no, it's not over yet. It's not over, not over, not over, not over yet. But City need a goal. Doku doing that annoying thing that he does, even though it is effective. Xerxes clips it in. Haaland doesn't reach him. It's going to go out of play for... No, it's not. It's a corner ball. Jimmy the Chin did away with capped wages. Yes, indeed, War Piglet. And never to be forgot. Apologies, I didn't mean in a bad way. I just don't like Man City. Yeah, do not fear, Rodrigo. It's absolutely fine over here. We're Leeds fans, so we don't really care about Man City either, but we just need Man City to do us a favour. Because West Ham currently, they're creeping forever closer to us, so... We're just loosely watching game anyway and chatting some beans with Rodrigo. Fear not. How did you find the channel, Rodrigo? Xerxes to whip it in. It's decent into the middle, but it's cleared as far as Doku, is it? Or is that Semenyo? I think it's Doku. Bernardo Silva. Xerxes gets it back on left. Ball into Semenyo. Every touch gets away with it. Ooh, Semenyo on turn. Rodri is going to clip it in. Does clip it in. It's a decent ball. Ooh. Doku on edge of box. Hit it. Oh, that's pony. I know I told him to hit it, to be fair, but I meant hit it. I meant hit it in, not just hit it anyway. I meant hit it in. First you go global, Jack. Then we get you hype on the hyped charts. Yes, indeed, Brett. Got to go global, baby. Going global, mum. The klaxons. Start the klaxons, mate. Rip up the klaxons. Interesting fact, working on the tracks at Clapham Junction was statistically more dangerous than a tour of Northern Ireland in the late 70s. Is that genuinely true, man? Why? Just, well, I suppose statistically. I've stayed over in Palace years ago, to be fair. I was doing some work in London for these dickheads. A record label called Animal Farm, and they fucked me over, really, but... yeah, so I stayed in Crystal Palace and then got train into London. I can go there for 3 days. Oh, we're in here. We're in. Oh, it's saved. It's well blocked as well. For some reason, it came under my live options for football. Great channel. Thank you very much, Rodrigo. Appreciate it, man. We appreciate the love, brother. We've converted a Sunderland fan to a Leeds fan called Brett. So now we're working on you, Rodrigo. We need to get some Real Madrid support for the old Leeds boys, don't we? Gone global, baby. Tell your mates, Rodrigo. We'll get you on when we're playing you in Champions League next year. Well, it won't be next year, but Unless we do a late title charge. Chat to Rodrigo Di Verni. Humans are the only animal with a chin. Just ask Jimmy the Chin. Is that true? Humans are the only animal. Yes, indeed. It's come up straight away. Yes, modern humans are the only animals with a true chin. A bony protrusion at the bottom of the lower jaw that juts outward. While other animals have jaw bones, their jaws generally slope backwards from their front teeth, whereas human jaw bones develop this distinct reinforced structural feature that has so often let Amir Khan down. I didn't say that bit really, I'm only kidding. Jules D. Clapham Junction is the busiest train station in Europe, apparently. Fucking hell. It's also just one bus stop from my house. If you can give me a pub name, I'll find you and buy you a pint. My guy, Jules D, but the pint will be in me, to quote Office. But the pint will be on me, Jules D. I'll put a short up on my way down, so I don't even think Steve will know where we're stopping. He just knows we're after Clapham Junction. Because the lad, Leo, I do speak to him when I go, but I don't talk to him. I don't liaise with him. He's not my liaison. It's Steve that's my liaison. Steve the masterman, the mastermind. Doku into Haaland. It's wide. Man City are it, are they? Amount of deaths. Clapham Junction was a very complicated track setup. Don't know about injuries, only deaths, as trains don't do flesh wounds. Yeah, fucking hell, 78 RPM. They don't take any mercy, do they? I think we can all agree on that. 20 minutes for Man City to pull something out. Yes, my man, Ayo, there's 34 currently in the room, and we know all about the rotisserie, so if you can smash a like for us, guys, it helps the channel. We're trying to get each and every video up to 100 likes, and we're never achieving it. So I never thought it would happen with me and the girl from Clapham. Is that the Claxons? I never thought it would happen with me and the girl from Clapham. Jimmy the Chin has enough chin for everyone. Chin chinny, Jim chinny, Jim the Chin Chiroo. Jim Chimney, Jim Chimney, Jimmy the Jim Chimney, Jim Chimney, Jim the Chin Chiroo. The ball's gone into Bernardo Silva and he's fucked it too. Come on, boys. Haha, I'd love to visit Leeds one day. England in general, really. Always friendly people. Appreciate you, Rodrigo. Get you sent up to Yorkshire, me old mucker. Yorkshire. I'll buy you a swilly. Buy you a pint of Tetley's. I don't like Tetley's, so I'm not buying you a pint of Tetley's. I'll buy you a pint of San Miguel. You can have the English, Spanish beer with me. And I'll show you around LDS. Leeds. Rodri on edge at box. Goes over. No foul. Not one back. Bowen. Breaking. Oh boy. We're all right. Bernardo Silva's back. How did West Ham do tonight? I predicted a draw. Yes, AO. What's good, my brother? Smash a like. It's ongoing, AO. We're 70 minutes in. And it's 1-1. Clip forward. No. They're putting plenty of pressure on, but come on. 1-1. Fear not, Danny Bowden. Only get your coat if you're cold, mate. You're going nowhere, my brother. Ming on the reminders, who's also a minute in front of me, so I now know nothing's happening for a minute. Ming dropping them bombs. Squeeze, I never thought it would happen with me. Oh, squeeze, is it? Yeah. I never thought it would happen with me and the girl from Clapham. Clapham Junction. Many deaths. Wouldn't like to put on a function. Some lines have electrification, which caught out a promising cricketer running away from coppers after he'd been drink driving. He stood on line and got electrocuted. Fucking hell, Roger Slick. Dark days, that's awful. The Spammers are up for the relegation fight. 1-1 actually takes them out of the relegation zone as well currently. With Notts Forest to play, is it Fulham tomorrow? Which is a winnable game for them, really. But let's focus. Let's stay loose here. Bernardo Silva on edge at box, looking to create something. Clips it in. Ireland's floating around. Don't get to him. West Ham have won it back and they're breaking with Bowen. He's all on his own though. He's going to turn. He's going to retreat, I think. And retreat he does. Up the junction. Squeeze are a brilliant band. I'll have to check them, Danny Borden, because I don't particularly know, to be fair. But you know me. I'll check them, my G. Oh, come on, City. Stop pissing around. I know, 78 RPM, 15 minutes to go. Bit of stoppage. I feel like William Tell. William Tell. William Tell is a legendary Swiss folk hero who symbolises freedom and resistance from tyranny. According to legend, the 14th century marksman was forced to shoot an apple off his son's head by an Austrian governor, later escaping to spark an uprising. While central to Swiss identity, historians generally regard Tell as a myth. I actually do know about that apple shot. It's obviously quite famous, isn't it, Mingy? Don't think the Spanish lad has met the real English, not normally associated with the word friendly. We're a friendly bunch, Brett. Yorkshire. Oh, stretch it out. Fucking hell, look like I'm in a coma. Nebraska, nice to see teams play without an insane amount of time wasting. I know, tell me about it. I've had to watch Arsenal this afternoon. Although they were behind for long spells at games, so they were actually going forward a little bit for once. Funny how the missus always looks the bleeding same. Nikita love Mig. Tetley's in Leeds for 200 years, then closes down and now made elsewhere. Yes, indeed. Tetley's breweries, I think they've even knocked it down, haven't they? I think they've shattered it. He's got to be offside there. Bowen has to be offside, Lino. Lino! Exactly, Danny Borden, yeah. Take me down to the Madrid city. I'd be up for Madrid, to be fair. Oh, that's poor from one. Excellent initially from Wan-Bissaka and then really poor. West Ham having a little bit of joy in comparison to how they have been for the past 15 minutes. Clips it into box. It's relatively well won, yeah. Oh, we're on a break. That's a big foul. Going to be a booking. And a booking it is. Come on, Man City. I once met a woman. She wasn't from Clapham, but she had the clap. Round of applause for that one, eh? I guess you want to marry her. Get stuck in. Only hurts after. He's lucky to have landed in a friendly Leeds chat, somehow like the Wild West. Yes, indeed, 78 RPM. But you found a home here, Mr. Madrid. You found a home. Welcome. Welcome to the conversion centre. Haaland is a cracking striker, but it's rare you see him create a chance for himself. He's also not... He did a bit more at Dortmund, didn't he? Where he like breaks, but he's just a target. Well, not a target man, but he's the focal point in now for him. I think they're probably better with a false nine, really. Well done from the man there, though. Bernardo Silva into box, or is it Foden? Didn't even see Foden come on. Apologies, boys. When did Foden get here? This is the type of game, and it would be just our luck. The Spammers will get a late extra time winner, lols. Stay loose, AO. Stay loose. Corner ball to be whipped in here. Whipped in indeed. Headed away. Only as far. I don't know who's on the ball. It's a good shot. It's a good save. I think it was Xerxes, maybe. Fucking hell. Yeah, it was Xerxes. Well, it's a save he should make. Not the boxing, Ming. Yes, Joe, the sponsor. What's good, Joe? I met a girl in Clapham. She never had the clap, but now she does, and you know it, 78 RPM. And you know it, my guy. Passing it on. Sharing's caring. No, we didn't marry, and luckily I never got married. Blessed. Stay blessed. Blessed, bro. Blessed. Blessed. Blessed, bro. Blessed, bro. 12 minutes. I'm getting a little bit edgy here, both for the title race and for our fan base to stay loose. Thank you very much, Joe Depp. It's sometimes a tough sell for you, isn't it? But I let myself down because I couldn't be arsed typing West Ham fella's name out, and I was frustrated that he'd gone in, so I didn't even write his name down. Keep calm, City will score, says Nick LUFC. Let's have it. Love the energy, Nick. 10 minutes. It's the big moments, these. Both in the title race and for our fan base. I'm getting a bit, not edgy, but I just can't be arsed with it all online. And to be fair to the lads that go to games away, we're all on a similar page. I think we're all similar to us lot. We've all seen plenty of football, haven't we? Oh, it was on there, Shirksy, maybe. Edge at box, he's done well, though. I think that's Nunes. Cuts it back to Shirksy, whining and dining on edge at box. Shirksy Bean clips it in. Arlen don't get there, it's too long. Go kick. Fucking hell. Arlen's looking a bit frustrated. You've had a couple of chances, Erling. As someone that has been and is married, going off my experience, never get married, says Brett. Don't fill me with hope, Brett. Don't fill me with hope, my old... I've got to say, stop saying my old mucker. I'm getting on my own nerves with it. What are the chances of the Blunts making top 6 in the Championship? I've not looked at the Championship for donks. Let's have a look. Coventry got beat today, didn't they, I think? They've still won league, though. 7 points clear. I thought they'd have made a few more strides, to be fair, but they're on 50 points, and in 6 that Wrexham are on 60 points. So I think it's probably a step too far from at this point, Roger. Yes, Nebraska. I'm going 2-1, mate, to Super Leeds. Do you want what I would do? Or do you want what I think he'll do? But 2-1. And if DCL starts, he gets on the score sheet. If he doesn't, I think Aronson's due a goal, and I think we'll score from a corner. Both Nebraska, right? I've got you, brother. So mine would be Darlow, Bogle. If I'm honest, I would actually go Biol, because we'll get to that in a second. I'd go Biol, Struick and Rodon, Goodmanson left back, or left wing back. Corner ball, Man City. Then the reason why I would put Biol in, because I love James Justin and I think he gets forward, but I think we can afford to replace Gruev. And I think it's harsh on Gruev because I think he's been good. I don't think anybody sort of filled the boots against Sunderland, that being said. But he was rested against Norwich, so that sort of symbolised that. So I think he'll be in, but I'll do what I'd do. Then I'd go Longstaff and Ampadu, ball clipped in. Longstaff and Ampadu, and then I would go Stack, Aronson, and DCL hopefully if he's fit. If DCL's not fit, obviously I'd go Metcha, free kick, corner area. But I think what he'll do is I think he'll stick as he does. So I think he'll go Darlow, Bogle right back or right wing back, James Justin, Rodon and Struick, Goodmanson, and then he'll go Ampadu, Gruev, Stack, Aronson, DCL if fit. Nemecha, if not. Peru is not starting. There's been a few talking about Peru starting tomorrow, but honestly, there's no way he's doing that. When did Reindeers come on as well? Reindeers clips it in. It's a decent ball. Oh, it's hit the bar. It's hit the bar. I think the keeper saved it. Did it hit the bar or did the keeper just save it? Saved onto the bar. Unbelievable. Another corner to be whipped in. Come on, let's have a decent delivery. I think it's Foden whipping it in. Decent delivery needed here. It's decent. It's landed to O'Reilly who don't get hold of it. It's a draw, this. This is a draw. They're fucking doing my head in, Man City. What is they do my head in. They're starting to do my head in. Not even them. It's not even them getting a point. It's the meltdown that will instantly start on social media. That's what I mean, 78 RPM. Then I can't go on Twitter then. Because it's just, the world goes into meltdown because West Ham are the best club in the world because they've come out at relegation spot for the first time in however many months. I wonder what odds Man City are to score an own goal. I don't even look here. Come on, City, for fuck's sake, says Danny Borden. Agreed, brother. No negative Normans round here, and you know it, Julian Airy. All positive Pauls, and you know it, Julian Airy. Leeds. Ain't nobody down round here. 1-0. A Leeds be-all header. Get up 78 RPM. What a beast it'd be. Ooh. Is it a corner ball? No, it's a throw. Hope we're not watching other teams like this for the foreseeable. Come on, Dr. Farke. I know that's it, innit, War Piglet? If we get 3 points tomorrow, it doesn't really matter what they do. West Ham get a draw today. Good for them. It's all about... It's in our hands, isn't it? It's all about our ball playing abilities. A lot of ball left, says Jesse. But this would be a huge point for them. We just need to focus on our results. Yes, indeed, man. Literally what I was just saying then. So you've said it for me. But I'm behind on comments. Because I don't want any spoilers. It's just, yeah. I want Man City to win for twofold for Arsenal. Because I don't want Arsenal winning league. And obviously want West Ham to keep losing. Or to start losing again more often. Oh, my word. Donnarumma comes out and collects it. I just saw the ball getting pumped forward. Then I thought, what's going on here? It's just as Man City start to push, you can catch them out, can't you? But yeah, it's all about us. Get the job done at Crystal Palace tomorrow. Draw or a win. Obviously, the latter to keep Roger Slicker off my back. No more draws for Roger Slicker. Come on, Man City now. Pushing forward. Reindeers goes to shimmies up to hit it, but oh, fucking bollocks. To be fair, if West Ham draw, it's not the worst result. Plus, Forest and Spurs both have difficult games. I think Forest will be all right against Fulham tomorrow for some reason, but I don't see a world in which Spurs can beat Liverpool. So it's so big for us tomorrow. I'm hoping at least for an away draw tomorrow, says AO. Indeed, AO. If you can't win, don't lose. If you can't win the game, don't lose the game. If you can't win, don't lose. Oh, Donnarumma playing it close to Bowen there. 4 minutes left. It's not happening, is it, this, boys? Fuck's sake. Foden on the turn, though. Haaland's on. Is he on? Foden carrying it. It's handball, that. Bowen breaking here. Bowen breaking here. He's put the brakes on there himself, to be fair, but he's still... Oh, well won from JackCity there, to be fair. Okay, now that were a bit of panicking moments. Come on, JackCity, let's have a bit of energy, mate. That's what I mean about him. He's not... I don't think he's a killer. Spends a lot of time just ambling. Into O'Reilly, goes backwards. Forwards, Reindeers is on ball. No, he's not called Reindeers, by the way. I think Biol might start. Yeah, I think... Balls it! Oh, my God! What's happened there, then? It's it. Haaland in balls, by the looks of it. Foden like has a bit of a wild swing at Semenyo. I think whips it in. Oh, that's Doku. Sorry. Come on, Ireland. It's your dick's not that big. It didn't hurt that bad. Come on, Ireland. Get your balls in order. We need you here, brother. Foden out wide. It's going to be clipped in. It is clipped in. Ireland, no, don't win the header. Oh, it's cleared away. It's not going to happen. Nebraska, completely agree with centre-backs. Harsh on Justin, but would make a phenomenal sub to add some energy later in game. That is a mint shout as well, Nebraska. I think you start your best 11, but I don't think it edits our quality, does it? Biel's just a different type of defender. Free kick, edge at box. It's just different type of defender. So it doesn't edit the quality. And then, like you say, bringing him on if we need somebody flying down wing, if we're chasing game or even just fresh legs, really. Come on, Man City now. Just as important, we want some food pressing tomorrow. Some food pressing. What do you mean, big man? What do you mean, my sponsor? Scoreboard sponsor. JackCity, going to deliver this ball by the looks of it. Does deliver it. It's sort of dinked in and it's won. It's a goal kick. It's over. Oh, it's a corner. It's a corner. Apologies. Into the 90th minute here. Let's see how many's added on. Please be 7 minutes or something. The title race is over if this finishes 1-1. It's a stinking result, Man City. So fucking inconsistent, these lizards. Arse has absolutely fallen out. Champions League and in league. It's clipped in by Reindeers. Rodri wins the header. Keeper collects it. It's not going to happen. 89 minutes. Why the keeper's going so fast, I've no idea, but he is. And the ball's in play and we're watching the replay. No one cares. The ball's in play. Dink forward. Reindeers should collect it. Does. Still no note of how long's left added on, which is a concern. 4 minutes. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Foden, Rodri, JackCity, wide right, carrying, doing well, but I think can't go in it. Brilliant delivery. Oh my God. Gay, Doku on edge of box, clips it in. It's not. Well won. Nunes clips it in. It's a poor ball in, but Riley's made some of it. Haaland swipes at it. Doku, wide left. Oh, the one that plays has gone down. I'm fucking sick of it. I don't blame him. It's the way the game's gone, but he's pretending to be dead. And we all know he's not. Biol has to start. He's our best defender, says Nick LUFC. It just changes stuff up a bit, though, doesn't it? It just switches stuff up, Nick. But he's a different type of defender, isn't he? He's unlucky, though, but we do have pretty good... our squad's actually, quite strong, and Farke has used every single one of them, hasn't he, this year? Leeds needs a win tomorrow, says George McPherson, and I agree, mate. It just pulls us out of it as well. 3-5-2, be all in middle, says Danny Bowden. I agree. I think he might go James Justin to start. But again, I actually thought that was a good shout. I think, was it Nebraska that said about, they're doing head stuff with him. Let's have a look at how bad he hit his head here. Oh, I mean, it smacked him in the face, to be fair, but he's absolutely fine. Yeah, about James Justin coming off at bench with a bit of energy and stuff, and that Biol don't give you that, does he? And you don't really necessarily have to swap him for Biol either, do you? You can go Rodon or Pascal, really, for James Justin, and then you've still got the big man, so we're going to need to defend well tomorrow, obviously. And Biol needs to start to get RPM's bullet header in, don't we? You got to admit, Jack, if Farke fucks up from here with relegation, not even you can justify the criticism coming his way. If he goes down, if we go down, it's failed. He has failed. But we've got 9 games to play and we're not in the relegation zone. Have we been in it? We've been in it once all season, I think. Joe Depp likes it, Danny. I don't know. West Ham winning their remaining games as long as Tottenham lose all theirs. It's a shitballing. On the break here, fucking Bowen's in here, boys. He's not fast enough, thankfully. Rodri's got all over him. It's a poor ball out wide. Traore will be able to keep it in, but he's offside. Interested to see how much longer ref plays here, because he were down a while. Reindeer's carrying the ball. Doku out wide left. Tries to beat his man, sort of does. Well, does. It's flicked in. O'Reilly sort of turning. Not really much on for him. It's a corner ball. Fucking hell, boys. A West Ham draw is not a disaster, says Mingy. It's not a disaster, no, but it is for my title race. Ball to be whipped in from Reindeers. It's decent ball. It lands. It's shot. It's blocked. It's over. Gay blazes it over. Man City, man. Can't trust them. You can't trust them. West Ham fighting like beavers, as Chris Kamara would say. Oh, he's been absolutely punched in the face as that Kalashnikov fella there. Goal scorer that's blocked it on line there. Kalashnikov's been punched in the face. Is this the review job or what? Making a sub now. Is it Bowen coming off, is it? It's time wasting. Can't blame him. It's a big ask though. Tottenham, I think, will turn it round. Where's Aguero when you need him, Danny Bowden? Absolutely, exactly, mate. He's the only one that would pull you out of this fire. Keeper goes long. I think ref's going to blow up. Not literally. Pumped forward. Can't trust Man City. They've literally gifted Arsenal League. Absolute weasels. Free kick. Is the ref letting them play on? It's looking that way for... I don't think there'll be much more to go, though. Pep looks depressed, to say the least. JackCity turning. Gives it into Reindeers. Oh, it's Rodri, sorry. It's shite. Rodri again. I keep panicking that ref's going to blow up. So I'm not listening to games. So I feel like I won't know when he does it. Foden, who could be in an offside position, but he plays it back to Nunes. Nunes clips it in. It's a decent ball, but the keeper's going to come get it. Keeper gets it. It's over. Keeper keeps throwing out pretty quick. West Ham on edge at box here. 2 flying forward. West Ham on edge at box. Adama Traore tripping himself up. Doku wins ball back. Rodri goes backwards. Reindeers carrying ball. The ref's allowing us to play by the looks of it. One last. And that is it. Can't trust them. It's done 1-1. Can't trust them. Fucking hell. You can't trust them. Fucking bollocks. Oh, you can't trust them. Percentage-wise, we win more when Bipolar Biol is in over James Justin. Is that right, War Piglet? Yeah. Great shout on Justin. What a signing that was. Agreed, Jesse, yeah. And he got a bit of shit for that signing as well, early doors. And he's, you know, the chickens, sometimes, you know, I don't know how often chickens lay an egg, but you got to wait for them to hatch sometimes, them babies, haven't you? Yes, indeed, eh? It's just when they go down like a block of lead, don't they? And he's like, you know, he's pretending that his eyes are rolling in the back of his head. To be fair, he got lasered by that ball. Yeah, he did get slapped up with it. I was just in a mood. To be fair, Mavropanos took some hit on the face there. I don't know how you could be arsed spelling his name out, Brett. I bet Pep wants his stoppage to have more than 13 seconds added. Yeah, we'll do now that the tables have turned. He did chin him. Shitty bottlers fix my controversial comment of the day. They have bottled it. Done me head in. 1-1. Done me head in. Thrown league away. Give it to them boring bastards, Arsenal. Watch City now win every game after they bottled it. Literally, without pressure's off, Jesse. Yeah, they probably will go on a wild run, won't they? And just batter everyone. Out at Champions League. Given title to Arsenal. So frustrated with that, honestly. Is Mingy going? Is Mingy out of here? Take it easy, Ming. The spammers will be in dreamland with the draw against City. I know West Ham at best team in the world, aren't they again? Here we go again. Could have been worse. The Hammers could have won. Oh, fucking hell. Never mind if we win. It puts us 5 points clear. Enjoy your day, Jack. Thank you very much, Nick. I certainly will, my brother. City look resigned here and... done me head in. Good watch along, Jack. Cheers, Jesse. Appreciate you, man. Hope work goes quick. Let's see how tomorrow goes. Nobody down round here. Appreciate you, Jesse, my dude. I'm tempted to go live on bus, but I don't think anybody's going to be up at 4:30 in the morning, are they? But might be a laugh. It's dead, mate, Danny Bowden. It's gone. Appreciate you, Jesse. Thank you, man. As I predicted, West Ham got the draw, and now the pressure is on us to win against Palace. Do you think that does apply more pressure to us, or do you think it's... You know, it makes you look over your shoulder a little bit more, but it's a good draw for them. That gets them out at drop. Puts Notts Forest back in drop. I don't know. It's getting tense, isn't it? Voldemort will be sucking West Ham off like there's no tomorrow, won't he? Now he'll be like, West Ham are so good. They're so mint. God, I wish we could have a player like Bowen. God, I wish we could have a player like Adama Traore, who everybody universally agrees is rapid but pretty shit. But I wish we could have a player like Adama Traore to come off the bench. Because West Ham are so good, and they're forever blowing bubbles. And yes, Leeds United battered them. And yes, I back us to batter them again. And yes, I back us to back them, but to batter them in the FA Cup. But West Ham are so fucking good. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Tony, blah. I was down on Justin signing at first, just because of the price, but it's come good. Worth it. Definitely been worth it, hasn't he, Jesse? Worth every penny, mate. It's been brilliant for us. I knew in that FA Cup game, to be fair, I think it was Derby, when he were bombing forward, I thought, this boy's got it in the locker here. He's flying forward here. I'll be moderating at 4:30 and won't be able to jump on a live stream, Jack. Understood, AO. It's very I'll be definitely asleep anyway on that bus. My G, take care. Have a good one, my G. Yes, Luke. Don't miss that bus or Leeds out. I'm not missing bus for you, Luke. Keep... You keep me on the straight and narrow, mate. You've got me hyper-focused for that bus. Appreciate you, Lukey boy. Jack, you need a cuddle, lad. You're losing it. I think I am on the edge, to be honest, Brett. I'm in that hangover stage and that nervous stage about getting up tomorrow. I get genuinely, nervous about weird shit like that, and I'm like... I get a bit panicky. War Piglet strikes again. I appreciate you, man. You're a legend, mate. Shout out to Mr. War Piglet. Look after your lady, Julie Neri. There's nobody do it how we does it round here. Ain't nobody down round here. I wish we were doing a watch along tomorrow. Truth be told, I was looking forward to it, because I've been to every game and I've not done one for a while. We've had some home games as well, so I've not been able to do one, and I do like doing them when there are games. You know, I like the chat. Do you know what I mean? Fucking Voldemort. I know Danny Burden. Yeet, oh my guy. Jack, when you're sat on the bus, shout out all aboard the bullshit bus. I can't believe I've not taken the opportunity here and see what response you get from the passengers. I think they'll just look at me like an absolute lunatic, because we're the last ones that get on the bus. It stops in Leeds and we're the last ones. They'll be like, all aboard! Everybody will be like, fucking hell, mate, it's 4:45 in the morning. Will you chill out? And in reality, I'll be an absolute zombie on there. I'll be like, all aboard! And then they'll come to take money off me and I'll be like this. Like a wet duck. Yeet up, Danny boy. And you know it. Best thing to ease an hangover, once you're finished drinking, drink 2 pints of water before bed. Yeah, I've heard that before, Brett, but yeah, I've never done it. I should. But I don't, and I ain't, and I won't, so. Been working on a few bangers, haven't we, today? So let's see where the world takes us. Got some house music on the way, Frida. Right, boys, I'm out of here. If you could smash us a like if you haven't already, I appreciate most. We'll have at this point with 59 likes. Tried to get each video to 100. You know, we keep moving. We keep grooving. We keep plodding and plooving. The H2O works. Luke says I might get on the H2O tonight, to be fair. Keep them limbs loose and the lips moist. Loosen the lips. Loosen the lips. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Right, I'm out of here, guys. Appreciate every which one of you, as you well know. Shout out to AO. Shout out to War Piglet for the super chat. Shout out to my man Luke, Brett, Danny Bowden, Ming, Jesse Werman, Nick LUFC, Julie Neary, George McPherson, Joe Depp, the sponsor, 78 RPM, MVG, BMG, Enar, who's potentially in the wings, but we've not seen Enar. I can't. The Rodrigo Diverni, Real Madrid man. We've gone global, baby. Jules D. My man Luke. Been loads of in today, boys. Solanum on the Vangina. Martin J. Cook, appreciate every which one of you, as you well know. James Darnborough. Nobody do it how we does it. Enar in the wings. Loving it, mate. Enjoy the win tomorrow, Jack. Cheers at RPM. You're a legend, mate. Let's get them 3 points, boys. Let's get up for it. Let's get up and get going. I'm well up for it. Take it easy, big man. Come on, boys. 3 points tomorrow. Fuck West Ham. Can't trust Man City. Liverpool slap Tottenham up on way home on that boost, on that bullshit boost. Let's have it. In a bit, doggle shit.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.